Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live on a terrific Tuesday. We are ready to go again. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. Oh, wait, he's making faces. Is there something important?
No, it's just because we're getting the No Mercy intro again.
Oh,
Sorry.
we're back to No Mercy, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. We got all the actions, all the rumors, all the stories. We're going to get into all of it here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good. Your dynamic duel is about to go. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We got NXT on tap. Me and that pretty face going to run you through the full show. It's going to be a fun one here tonight. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. Be a part of the family. I hope everyone out there is wonderful. As always, just to remind everybody out there, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick. And October 3rd, he asked me what day it is. And if you get that reference, we can be friends. But yeah, we got Whoop That Trick tonight. We're getting what?
Said coming out the gate.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, we got Whoop That Trick tonight here. We got the rematch between Trick and Dom, and Rhea laid down the law on Monday night last night saying, Dom, if you don't win, don't bother coming back.
Yeah, you know, Dom
gave him the Star Simba treatment.
The tribal chief, Rhea Ripley, basically puts everybody on notice, tells Damien to get his shit together, lets Dom know that, you know what, this door might not be open if you don't figure your shit out. So interesting, very interesting. But Rhea Ripley's definitely come into her own at this point. It's pretty undeniable.
Oh, and it's undeniable that she is 100% the leader of that faction now.
Oh, 100%. Like, I mean, she's telling everybody what to do. They're looking to her for the next decision.
Like you said, she brings Damien and Dom out there and just lays down the fucking law on both of them.
Oh, yeah. And again, we never thought there would be any there was no signs of a rift coming between Rhea Ripley and Dom. And next thing you know, she's like, listen, Dom, you got to be my poppy. You got to go get
straighten up and fly right, motherfucker.
But yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to this. There's still talks about Brian Pillman Jr. Weird day with that. A lot of people, I guess, because an article came out in USA, so now the Mass Collective are aware that this is happening, I guess.
Well, it's like how when Jade signed with when they announced it through ESPN, like we all kind of knew it was happening.
Yeah.
But now that there's something outside the wrestling bubble that talks about it, it seems more valid. As I've got big time Bex kicking off NXT. Now, is it weird that she's allegedly potentially going to maybe challenge Indy Hartwell tonight when she couldn't compete last night against her already kind of announced match against Tegan?
Yeah, I think that was a teaser because I don't imagine she can wrestle yet.
Fair enough. I was going to say, if she could be here and everything, if she's going to have a match tonight, why not have it be the Tegan match and get more eyes on NXT? Because we've seen that they're very much trying to do that with shopping the media rights and everything.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. I mean, I just don't think Becky can go yet. I'm assuming she's going to need like 7 to 10 days to let that wound close up a little more.
She does. She just gets like, Dusty or, the old heels in the South and everything like that. Just gets like the giant cast and starts whacking people in the forehead with the cast.
No, 100%. I mean, running around getting everybody. So we will see what happens.
Big time Bex out here, baby. It's big time Bex out here.
I like it. I mean, we're kicking it off already. Now, Tiffany's still involved in this somehow, maybe, Nick.
Maybe. Or, well, where do you go past an Extreme Rules match between Bex and Tiffany?
I don't know. Maybe Tiffany just kind of lies in wait, or maybe Tiffany is on her way up. Maybe that was the point.
At NXT, as we're getting an NXT channel or back XT or whatever they're saying. But we already had it reported, allegedly, that they're planning on Jade being on Monday Night Raw and that she's going to make an appearance at Fastlane. So it looks like she's skipping NXT altogether. So it really seems like Tiffany would still be the next one to kind of get that rub, pause, right, taking the belt off Becky.
No,
unless
absolutely.
it goes to Tegan.
It could go to Tegan. I'm really curious what they're going to do with Tegan Knox and how they're going to build that up and what direction they're going to go in with those two. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We don't know how much longer Becky's staying down or doing the up and down. It might be until they officially move the rights, Nick.
Doing double duty, yeah. Well, because they talked about how they very much have been pleasantly surprised and pleasantly happy with the ratings boost that NXT's gotten, as she's putting over Tiffany right now. And I guess we should put over all the people that are tuning in.
Yeah, let's say hello. Roll call.
Right. You want to click or do you want me to click?
I thought you were going to click.
Okay. Damien saying there's a rumor that Jade Cargill will be at Fastlane. Yes, we talked about that. Damien, what up? Ronnie, what up? Robert, what up? Saying Adam Copeland is a good replacement for CM Punk. I got a nice way I want to talk about this whole situation when we come to a commercial break, because we got the fantasy football season. We're about to do the fantasy hockey, and it's trade season starting to happen now, I feel. So we can talk about that. Alexis, what up? Mike, what up? Saying the Twins deny the BJs. Pause.
True story. Nobody likes the denial of a BJ, and my BJs lost a very tight one. That's what I was doing earlier as well. I was watching them squeaked it 3-1. Couldn't knock anything in.
This is where I would watch my playoff team if I had one. Yankees out.
If I had one. Yeah, sorry, I don't feel sorry for you at all when it comes to
I don't think anyone anywhere does it all. As I've got Lyra Valkyria right now coming out to confront Becky. So we've got last action. Pause. Hey, they're both the two virus chicks. So what? And we're getting a tepid what chant, by the way, after everything Lyra says. Evan, what up? Whoop. Dale, what up? TJ, what up? Jackson, what up? Brandon, what up? Curtis, and the over on the commercials is 9. Ooh. I'll take the over. Give me the over on that.
Give me the over. Mr. Big Nick, I need a moment.
You're good. You're good. Take a pause, sir.
Go correct this shit.
You're good. Jackson, good evening, gents. Evening, governor. Davin, what up, my guy? Shout out Davin in the bloodline. 100%, my guy. Gotta newly acknowledge. Let's go, Trick. 100%. Now, as Lyra is still cutting a promo on Becky, I've heard the back and forth or multiple reports of one way or the other of Mustafa Ali was supposed to end up being NXT North American champion before he got released, but also that he wasn't. So the fact that Dom dropped it was kind of just, trying to do it on the fly here. So we could maybe potentially see Dom win it back tonight. But I still think you got to run with Trick. If Carmelo is going to go up, because now he's dropped the title, what else does he have to do when NXT upset? Maybe have a feud with Trick, which would be interesting, to go down a title, reclaim the title he made. But if Trick is going to just be there with Carmelo going up, give him a run with the belt. Trick is good shit. Trick has really become a breakout guy on NXT. And so Lyra saying, as good as standing side by side, felt. Pause. So she wants to see how good it would feel standing face to face. Again, pause. So we're getting a lineup here, backload of challengers here for Becky. We've already got Tegan. By the way, shout out all the big homies in the front row or like second row, all massive dudes with like Trick shirts. So I think Dom might get jumped here. As now Andy coming out, because when's the last time we saw her outside of main event? But we've got Lyra, trying to get in the ring with Bex. We've got Indy coming back alive, apparently, to challenge Bex, or because Bex invited her. And then Tegan's still waiting. I know I was trying to get through the chat, and I've gotten behind again. J-Boy, what up? Propunzel, let down your hair. Shout out with the 4 life emoji. 100% be a member like Propunzel here. I know I'm probably still pronouncing it wrong and everything like that, but that's the way it looks in my vitamin brain. But 100%. I know we've been bad at getting to the chat and everything, but that's how we got the super chats, the super stickers, 100%. That make sure you get your comment, Rad, you stand out. You help us support the channel. 100% everything you guys send our way goes back into the channel. And shout out everybody that's a member. You get all the custom emojis, all the colorways, all that. We're still starting to work on members exclusive content, by the way. Super Dark God. I hope Don wins. Fair enough. Not a bad shout. Dom needs the title for sure. But you don't think it was kind of funny with him coming out with mommy's belt on, like every guy that's, held their chick's purse at the mall, as now Roxanne Perez is coming out here. Are we going to get like a tournament or something to challenge Becky here? Are we going to get, what are we going to get out of this? An elimination chamber? We've got now almost 5-6 people ready to challenge here. Because we've still got Tiffany, but Tiffany, does she go to the back of the line after the Extreme Rules match, which that was a star-making match for Tiffany. There's actual boos, though, for Roxanne. There's a couple people that there's boos, visible boos, and you see one guy very much trying to like, quiet down, she's talking. So I think, has Roxanne stayed too long in NXT, or she just always, she can't do any feud outside of challenging for the belt? Yeah, she's saying, I want my women's title back. And then you just hear boos. Like, you can visibly see people booing in the crowd, by the way. Indy. Rapunzel. Nick been watching Tangled too much. Nah. I'll just attribute it to Princess Bride somehow there. Inconceivable. I think you keep using that word, but you don't know what it means. Roman who? What? Win a title with Ray. Oh, what did you say? Dom kind of got screwed over at No Mercy. No. But if Dom does lose, there's a chance he could join LWO. No, he's not going to go babyface turn. He's still going to work it out with mommy. Pause. So for night 1 of Halloween Havoc, so for are they announcing, as we're getting the kickoff, by the way, of the breakout tournament, are they announcing that for night 1? I guess we're doing 2 nights of Halloween Havoc, by the way, spoiler alert. That night 1's going to be a triple threat between Lyra, Indy, and Roxanne for the winner to challenge Becky for night 2. Is that what they said? Correct me if I'm wrong, fact checkers, as I'm getting a run through of the competitors for the breakout tournament. But they've, on the website, they have the bracket. So we've got Kalani Jordan, Kalani Jordan taking on Izzy Dame in the first round. We've got Ariana Grace Santino's daughter, Cobra, Janchina, taking on Jakara Jackson, my kind of odds-on favorite, or one of them for this tournament. In the first round, we've got Carmen Petrovich. I feel like I need to read that in a more Russian accent. And then Jada Parker in the first round matchup. And we've got Danny Palmer and Lola Vice, which I'm surprised they didn't split these two up, because me and KJ were even talking. We're like, we kind of know some of these people in the breakout tournament. Some of these it's really going to be like when they did the Mae Young tournament, of really kind of establishing themselves. So right now I've got Butch and Tyler Bate coming out right now. Oh, where's KJ? Oh, is it just Butch with Tyler Bate? I thought we were getting them in a tag team against Gallus. Well, we've got just Butch, so just accompanied by Tyler Bate. Who's your pick in the women's breakout tournament? I think the finals is probably going to be Jakara Jackson and Lola Vice, because Jakara Jackson's starting to get a bit of a push, a bit of a rub because of Metaphor, and they seem to be really pushing in there. They've put a bit of an emphasis, you will, on Lola Vice. I know Kalani Jordan has been involved with the whole Dana Brooke thing, but I mean, they got rid of Dana Brooke, so I don't know where they're going to keep going with her. And she's kind of already had her singles matches. I mean, I think might be a bigger thing if, she maybe loses in the semifinals. I don't know if she needs to be in the finals. I just, that's my take on it. That's my feel. As I'm in commercial break number 1, by the way. So we got Butch came out, and then we've got commercial break number 1. Goldust is at SmackDown. No, I don't believe that. How it's Tuesday? How can he be Friday? Why? How are you talking from the future, sir? All right, J boy, you just on another one. You all of the vitamins. Use vitamins responsibly, folks. Fun fact: Cody has won over 70 matches this year with under 5 losses. I did not know that. I did not know that. See, money. I don't think women like it so much when they bring. Pause on that, and then Alexis saying break number 1. Yes, so double pause there. But I will remind everybody 100%, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We were just at it last night for Monday Night Raw. We're rolling all the way through the week with NXT Dynamite. We're going to hear from Edge for the first time in an AEW ring tomorrow night, by the way. We can talk about that here. And then Thursday, we've got Anthony and Luna covering Impact. Friday, we're back at it. You know, the dynamic duo for Friday Night SmackDown. And then we've got Fastlane and Collision going on. So the wrestling don't stop, and we don't either. I almost made it to the end there without fucking it up.
Speaking of
Jordan,
fucking it up.
No, you're fine.
See, exactly. There we go.
No, you're good.
All right, I'm back. I'm ready.
Fair enough. So you can then potentially, maybe, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but can you confirm that they announced a triple threat on night 1 of Halloween Havoc to challenge Becky Lynch for night 2?
Did that just come out?
That's what was the opening promo. So that's why I said I didn't know if you
Okay.
saw it or not. So I then at least I'm telling you. So that's what it seems like they set up.
I like
because
it.
you had Lyra Valkyria. I was almost mixing up with Taya there.
Okay.
She came out, then Indy came out, then Roxanne came out, and Roxanne actually got some boos. She got some boos. She got some pretty
Roxanne
audible
got
boos.
some boos?
She got some audible boos.
Interesting.
And you saw too, I pointed it out, you saw one fan in like the front row, like trying to turn back and like tell people, quiet, she's talking. Quiet, please. But it looks like they're setting up a triple threat between those three.
Okay.
Night 1 of Halloween Havoc, and the winner challenges Becky on night 2. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what I made out of it.
That sounds about right. I'm okay with that. I mean, again, you need to keep lining up challengers and explain how they got there and why we should care. So I'm okay with it. Very interesting.
Well, and it seem like they're starting to become a logjam now with Becky having the belt, because you've got they're pushing Lyra at it because of the last connection. Indy, just because she still exists, she's still hired.
Yeah, she technically.
And then Roxanne, because she can't do anything besides go for the title. Plus, you still have Tegan that's supposed to be competing for it. Mm-hmm. If I'm Tegan, I'm pissed now. She's like, damn, I tore my ACLs in both my knees and still get pushed back to the back of the line because you got hurt this time. Right. I didn't get hurt. You got hurt.
Well, I'm really curious what they're going to do with Tegan Nox and how they're going to push her. They seem to be putting a little bit of a shine on her. She showed a little bit of gusto in her promo or backstage segment. So, and then she had a decent match. So we will see where that goes. The logjam, to me, that's depth. That's good news. That's an abundance of people that can all spend time.
But I don't know, because like I said, Roxanne started to get some boos and everything like that. So the boo birds come out when you stay too long. They start to circle like vultures.
I'd be curious if she could do like the AJ Lee kind of gimmick and kind of go like bratty.
Everybody's thought that. She looks like a fucking the second coming of AJ Lee. Pause. But
okay.
As I've got Trick coming out. But yeah, no, I could see that. I just think if she's getting that Charlotte issue of she just can't do anything but go at the title. And she's been there. She's been when you think NXT Roxanne, you think NXT women's title right now.
She hasn't been near the title for months though. She was in 2 other rivalries since being in the title picture. I think
she's on the sidelines.
I think they've done a good job of keeping her out of that title picture. I mean, fighting with Blair Davenport, had a really good match with her. I think they're doing okay with Roxy. So, and I mean, again, she can't.
So then explain the boo birds, sir.
The boo. I didn't hear the boo birds. I'd be surprised, but at the end of the day, I mean, if they boo her a little, I don't think that's tied into the fact that of anything else that she's just kind of uber baby face.
I think it's more she's just stayed in NXT too long is more of what I was trying to say there.
But she hasn't done much in NXT, and it hasn't been that long of a run down there.
She had the whole pass out spot. She's been a multiple time women's champion and everything. When you saying she hasn't done much?
She had that abrupt end to that title run. And then when she came back and she was going to go for it, remember, she was unsuccessful getting it back. And then she went on and she went off to Blair Davenport. I don't think like Roxy's like, oh my God, she's been here forever. She's always around. Not at all with Roxy.
Agree.
Right? I think she's been a bit on the back burner, which has been beautiful.
I will agree to disagree. I feel like she's overstayed her welcome.
Okay. I feel like,
and I will ask you this though too, because it is the tag team match I thought it was, but they announced it just as Butch. Butch came out with the SmackDown placard and his music, and then it was Butch with Tyler Bate.
That's interesting.
So it looked like it was going to be a singles, but it's a tag match, like we talked. Like,
the placard guy fucked up. Where's the effects, dude? Let's go.
Well, no, it's not only the placard guy, the fucking music guy, everybody fucked up. They made it seem like it was a singles match.
Well, there you go.
But so who do you got, folks? Who do you got? We got Butch and Tyler Bate versus Gallus.
I'll go Butch and Tyler Bate. No, I'm gonna go Gallus.
I was gonna say you're gonna go against your countrymen there, your Scotsman.
Yeah, I have to.
Richard, what up? Do you all see Trent Seven return? Gallus is 3 guys. Maybe Trent steals Pete Dunne away from the Brawling Brutes. Or maybe that's where they use Ridge Holland.
Maybe. I think there might be dissension between Pete Dunne and Tyler and set up something with those two. I'd love to see those two have a bit of a rivalry and revisit some old times with those two.
Well, and I will just say they did confirm the graphics. So the match that I was talking about that I thought they were going to do, they are doing it.
Yes.
I don't mind revisiting that at all, especially because even like last night, the main event of Monday Night Raw, we pretty much revisited NXT Black and Gold with Walter Gunther versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Right. Yeah.
So we're starting to Hunter knows this shit worked before. Now I can make it work, and now I can do it again with a much bigger audience.
Yeah. And actually, funny you say that, because one of the things that I found very interesting today on the interwebs is I've never really heard a bad thing about Ilya Dragunov. Most people are pretty positive about him. He won the NXT title, and here people are like, he's overrated. Like, wait, what?
Because he won over Carmelo, because Carmelo's beloved.
Yeah, well, tough shit. Ilya deserves it. I'm looking forward to what he can do. But yeah, again, I think you're right. Triple H sees like Ciampa Gunther, Ilya Gunther, Pete Dunne. You know, he sees those familiar names. Now we'll just do it on a bigger stage, and it'll be fun.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And now I'm glad that you're back, because I have a whole idea and a whole theory is very much, like I said before, it's sports season. It's, playoff season for some leagues. We've got the fantasy football league going. We've got fantasy hockey coming up and everything.
So we've got
trade season up in the buzz here. So I want to look at the whole certain people that have gone to WWE and certain people that have gone to AEW of more of that aspect of that's a little bit interesting.
Oh, absolutely. And it's only just begun. That's what I like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby, Butch, and Tyler Bate for the win. I'll take Butch, Tyler Bate, just because I goaded you into taking the Scotsman. But
there is a bit of a fallacy with all the movement that I do want to kind of dispel. I heard a lot of this, and I will touch on it.
Fair enough. Oh, well, perfect timing. We are in a commercial break right now.
Okay, so you are slightly ahead of me.
You go first. You're already going. I know what I'm going to talk about. You go ahead.
I'm just about to get the commercial. I got the double arm stomp, so I'm a little bit behind you at the moment.
Oh, yeah, you're a bit behind.
Thanks to the heavens today. It's just hexed.
Fair enough. So I'll just shout out everybody that's still commenting in the chat. Appreciate y'all. David, what up? Wesley, when you think Butch wreck? He what? Hi, Wesley. Either Gigi versus Blair was canceled again, which I don't like.
Was it really?
I don't believe so, which I don't like. Are they having 4 women's matches tonight? The triple threat. No, the triple threat is at Halloween Havoc night 1. It's not tonight. They're only doing the breakout tournament and the Gigi Blair Davenport.
Yeah, this year it's a 2-night Halloween Havoc. So we're gonna look forward to that. So the week before Halloween, and I think like the day of or the day before, we get both.
Right. And speaking of 2, we are on commercial break 2 commercial break number 2, by the way. I'll get the words out.
There you go. So what is your big theory?
No, I just wanted to look at it of just if you were to trade Adam Copeland, Edge, and you in return get back Jade Cargill and Brian Pillman Jr. Would you make that trade?
Right now in 2023?
Absolutely.
Yes, I would.
Fair enough. See, that's where I'm.
And you don't even have to throw in Pillman.
No, I still like the Pillman thing.
No, I mean he's a bonus. He's a nice bonus.
I know 100%. If you're going to offer that on me, I'm going to take that.
Again, it's about the future, and again, it's not. There's no hard feelings between Edge and the WWE, and anybody that thinks that is ridiculous. They told them where they're at with him and his booking. He felt he could do more. He found somebody that would pay him to do that more. It's that simple. It's business. And I think for me, if you said, listen, there's this blue chip prospect who has the potential to make you guys all kinds of money the way this man did at previously. And would you make that deal? Well, yeah, because we love him, but look who we're bringing in. And that's another 10 years. We're good.
Oh, well, that's 100% where I think it's at here. I think it's very interesting, and it runs unintentionally. And this is, again, not taking a shot at Edge, Adam Copeland going over to AEW, because I think that's fantastic. I think this is a deal where both sides win out.
Yeah.
Both sides come out for the better here, but I think you're seeing AEW very much start to lean more, and they have been very much so leaning more to the older established talent. As much as they try and position themselves and advertise, very much WCW, as much as they pitch themselves as this young upstart company. Meanwhile, WWE is very much seems to be investing in the future. We're seeing a Jade Cargill brought in, a Brian Pillman Jr., and we're seeing breakout tournaments. We're seeing focus on NXT. We're seeing, top people that are on the main roster that we don't have anything for you currently, so we'll slide you down a little bit so you can big up the young talent.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have so much about the future, and that's what we're talking about. Like, we're literally, you and I, debating a logjam or potential people that have been in the situation too long, and maybe she has, because there is that much going on, and then you can't just drop everybody on the main roster at the same time. I wonder if you were a day oneer of AEW, the way some of us were, if you were a day oneer and you were thrilled about the alternative to the WWE, now you see a plethora of WWE talent. Like, are you legitimately trying to tell me that all the people that left WWE and came over those are the ones we wanted? They kept the shitty ones. Like, there's a lot of, considering you want it to be the young, hip alternative to what we've been getting year in and year out from the WWE without competition, it kind of surprises me that you aren't focusing more on the people that you got, the Wardlows, the Hobbs, the Starks, the hooks. It's crazy to me a little bit.
There's so much talent in WWE that we haven't that people are crying T's and P's and everything when we have a whole what was it, a Saturday or a Sunday or whatever, to where we had Sunday Bloody Sunday there, to where people were getting released in Future to Endeavor and everything. That's the thing. We're instantly thinking, okay, well, they could go there, they could go there, and everything. So it's great that we have the alternative, but you very much
love it.
Difference in perspectives of AEW seems to be more investing of, we need established veterans here that are going to really wrangle this shit in. And WWE, the corporate machine, will constantly just keep moving on, and it's just getting bigger and growing younger and developing, a rookie class.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, again, the development. Jade said it, right? The Performance Center is one of one. There's nothing like
absolutely.
it, right? Like, and we talk all the time. Instead of Ring of Honor being full of AEW dark talent that you're not really doing much with, you're just spot booking week in and week out for Ring of Honor. That could be your NXT. As I got Butch on fire right now, Nick.
I've got almost a bit around. I've got, let me know when you get a tag and a Bate, and then he hits a standing shooting star press, so we can try and sync up here. But no, I was going to say there's two real, granted, I know major promotions and everything, but there's two big training facilities and developmental areas that are known, and that's the New Japan Dojo and the WWE Performance Center. And that really shows that those two companies put an investment in developing younger talent. You've seen them go through the NIL deal. They're putting an emphasis on, where are we going to not where are we now, but where are we going to be in 10 years?
Oh, 100%, 100%. And I think that's the very interesting part of this. Right now, I got done getting kicked in the head by Coffey.
All right. I don't know if you've passed me or not. Is Bate in the ring at all? Has Bate been in the ring?
Bate is in the corner waiting for the tag right now.
Okay, so let me know when he gets a tag and hits a standing shooting star press.
How far? I'm 45 seconds behind.
I don't know. But anyways,
I got this graphic for Ilya. There's the tag to Bate. Bate jumps in, shooting star press.
There we go. I just got him hitting it right there.
Right now, we'll get back to this real quick as we go through this match. But Butch and Tyler for the win. Done Bate in 7. Called that one. But you see Dominik in 10 years to be a WWE.
We're going spinning. We're going spinning.
Super dark God. The way Dominik Mysterio has developed, it is highly possible one day he could wear the strap like an Eddie, like a Ray. I think he
was when they were asking him something about that. I think it might have been like around when Edge was celebrating his anniversary and everything. Yep. And he's like, "What are you talking about? I've already been, in the business this long." And he's counting from when he was involved in the Ray and Eddie match.
Yeah,
like 30 years in the business. Like, how could you have more years in the business than you've been on Earth?
Do I think he's going to carry the company and kind of be the face of the company at any given point? Probably not. But could he have a stint with that belt kind of in the vein of a Rey Mysterio or an Eddie, or even, kind of, if you want to talk about that kind of level or that kind of personality? Oh, wait, I got Coffey just says, fuck it, this is over.
Yeah, well, because it was a 1, 2, 3 count.
Oh, they got the 3. They got the 3.
They got the 3 after the double T move, and now we've got.
Okay, well, they're going to get help.
We got a 3-on-2.
Who's going to help?
Who will help?
The Brawling Brutes. It's Ridge. You said Ridge. Did you not make a joke about Ridge?
No, I just said it, that someone was asking about it being Trent 7 coming to, here I come to save the day. And I was like, no, it's
Tyler up into the Brutes.
That's 100%. I dig it, especially if Sheamus is very much publicly on the back 9 here. Mm-hmm. So
absolutely. And you can kind of push Sheamus more into like the player coach, the Reg Dunlop, if you will.
He can be the Gordie Howe there. He can just, be the old man still trying to go. But I think we got, what the fuck? So is this match tonight?
Bird Lady doing a push-up try.
Did I miss it? Did I read it wrong? That it is tonight, because she's out here just doing push-ups. Unless she's just doing push-ups for no reason.
She must have a singles match, unless she just likes push-ups.
No, I don't know. I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm questioning. Am I wrong here?
Right? No, Dale confirmed it. I trust Dale.
Oh, okay.
Trent 7 signed with AEW. Yes, he did. Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
Did he though? Last I knew, I think he was involved with Progress.
Well, he was in Ring of Honor the last time I saw him, and but
is anything really true in Ring of Honor?
It could be a one-off deal. It could be a one-day signing. It could be a short-term. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, handshake and a hand job deal.
Dom could pin Roman. I don't. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No.
But again, if you build anything as legs.
Sorry, no, I am. So I was wrong. Mea culpa. We're live. Vitamins. It happened. So a triple threat match tonight between and Indy and Valkyria to determine who will challenge Becky Lynch at Halloween Havoc Night 1. So
there you go.
So mea culpa, forgive me, but so we are getting very women forward tonight here on NXT.
I like it. And I know a lot of people.
This is how you build up your women's division and show that it's not shit. Well,
I've said on the record before that I think NXT has the best use of the women's division in all of wrestling. I know our buddy Anthony and our friend Luna.
Neck and neck. They're very much too. AEW is definitely
neck and neck. I think Impact is more seasoned overall, so you kind of get a better quality of wrestling match when you get it. At times, but I think NXT's right there. And as far as highlighting the women, I mean, Impact and NXT are miles ahead of AEW.
Oh, absolutely. I think when it comes to Impact and NXT, it's different strokes for different folks. If we had to rank it as separate brands and everything, I think it would go NXT, Impact, Raw, SmackDown, AW.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think that's debatable, and maybe it is. Now, here's
You can get in the middle order debatable, but the top one, no.
Oh, 100%. Bate Butch for the win. There you go. We got through that.
Yep. So we're on break number 3, by the way. Sorry.
There we go. Now here's the thing with the signings and stuff. I saw that a lot of bantering, and we've seen a lot of bantering over the last couple of days about it, Nick. And for me, what I find very interesting is this idea that I get it, and I don't know why we're splitting hairs like this. It doesn't matter. The signings are cool, and everybody needs to kind of validate them. But this idea that like people, you know, AEW was scooping up all this talent. Almost every single person that they signed, almost every single one, could have been in WWE still. WWE had set a line on where they valued them, and a lot of them, yeah, had let their contracts expire. But WWE had decided where they were. They weren't worth, you know, locking in, offering the money, giving a push to. Adam Cole's a good example, right? Like Adam Cole did let his contract expire and leave, but they weren't going to do shit with them.
I do think Hunter, that's what there's some though that I think when it was you have to look at it. It's almost in 3 chapters here, because you had the Vince era, you had it when Hunter was in charge, and then now you have TKO. So I think that's when Hunter feels like that slipped through his fingers. But this is also, like I was saying before, of even with they're planning 10 years down the road because they know they can last those next 10 years. And not saying that AW's, you know, burning through, you know, the trust fund fully, but you have an established corporation, a conglomerate, you know, the Goliath in this situation. So they've set up so they can sit there and plan 10 years down the road.
Okay. I think I see where you're going with that. But yeah, I think more just the idea that, you know, they were bleeding talent. I think a lot of the examples of people that did change, and even Edge, like Edge decides to go, but you know, he was in contract talks with the WWE. They weren't willing to meet him where he wanted to be. And then ultimately you have that breakup. But I do think that this idea that it was just like stolen goods across the board, it's not the case. I really do think that it is people that they found expendable, especially Vince.
Well, and you also have a bit of the reverse of it, though, to where, and granted, you can take this for what you will, because Tony's the only one reporting this and sourcing this, is when he's saying how he offered Jade more than she had even asked for, and she still ended up signing with WWE. Some people might just say, this is where I need to be. Again, like I said, you're signing up with Disney versus a mom and pop.
Well, that's my point, Nick, is if you were given the opportunity, like if WWE had gone to Edge and say, listen, well, you know, you can go weekly. We'll do a run for this long. We'll pull you out. We'll put you back in. You'll have consistent creativity or creative involvement. And you know what? Maybe we'll get you backstage. You can work with some of the young guys, and here's the money we'll give you. He probably would have stayed, but they didn't say that to him. They didn't say that to Adam Cole. They didn't say that to Bryan Danielson. They didn't say that to Jericho. They had minimalized those guys. They weren't using those guys. Those guys, with the only exception I could kind of think of, might be FTR.
Like I said, that's another one that slipped through the fingertips. I was going to say that WWE is very much the New York Yankees of pro wrestling. They are the Tom Brady, Bill Belichick Patriots. 100% of they view it more as reloading. So it's one of those, if you're not going to take a team-friendly deal or anything like that, or you still think you can ball out and we've got you pegged as a different slot, then go ahead, go ball out. But we've reached our impasse here.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. I know we've talked a lot about KO's contracts coming up. Drew McIntyre's is coming up. We talked about MJF. We talked about Will Ospreay, who, as far as I know, hasn't committed anywhere. It's very interesting times, and it makes it fun.
That's 100%. We've said it's the best of times as we've got Ilya out here, and freshly shaven Ilya, by the way.
Looking baby face.
He no longer looks like he's an evil conductor or something like that.
Who's your pick to win the Breakouts tournament, KJ Nick? Did we get that one?
I answered it a bit. You didn't, because I ran through the bracket. But I was just gonna say, of everybody loves in any sport that you watch. Everybody loves free agency. Everybody loves to, play GM. Everybody likes trades, everything like that. So 100%, that's what we're gearing up for now in pro wrestling is just bidding wars and trades and deals and who's going where and who's going there.
Yeah. The best part of it, really, honestly, for the most part, is a lot of wrestlers are going to get overpaid. A lot of them.
I see, and that I do agree with that. But you also, just as fitting, you could have stopped it as just a lot of wrestlers are going to get over.
Yeah. I mean, this is good for business.
This is, again, I know I hate it still, the cliche, and I feel like half of people that actually wrestle can hate it, but this is a boom period for pro wrestling again.
It's booming. It's definitely booming. They're selling out. The WWE, I keep saying it.
You just had a major purchase and a major merger that was $9 billion in pro wrestling.
Whoa.
I think that's saying that's a big fucking deal. Oh. Trick. Okay, so he's got to stick up for my boy. He's got to stick up for his boy. Well, I said, well, you pause there, fixing technical difficulties there. How there's visibly like a whole Trick section in the crowd, and they're all very large individuals here that you probably Trick showing up here damn near almost like Suge Knight or like Tupac of like. You may have a problem with Trick, but you don't want to have a problem with the whole entourage here that looks like the offensive line for the '85 Chicago Bears.
Well, yeah, Trick coming out to talk to the champ, by the way. And I like this.
We got champ on champ action. Pause.
Rumor is Mustafa Ali was supposed to win this belt.
But I've also heard the contrary, that he was never supposed to win it. Well, that's the thing. So I've seen both sides of it of this is just going to go right back to Dom. Or I think what you should do, if Carmelo moves up, Trick starts to really kind of slide into that slot on NXT.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, and listen, for those who don't know, Ilya is a phenomenal promo. The guy's wicked, and Trick is outstanding. Like, Trick has all the charisma you need. This is good.
Ilya, well, 100%. I've become such a big fan of Trick, and Ilya is still, he is 1/3, and this is not center math, but just because it was a triple threat, he's 1/3 of one of my favorite matches to ever watch. Like, I will still, just on a rainy day, go back and watch the triple threat from WXW, him, Gunther, and Bad Bones.
Bad Bones, yeah, okay. Is that Progress?
No, that was WXW. That's the German promotion.
Yeah, okay.
But that's when he returned, and then in mind.
Sorry, Nick. Look at this. Ilya gives him the.
I'm tapping it up, hey.
We're getting interrupted.
Carmelo. Hayes. Now this is going to be interesting.
Yeah,
this is the first time Carmelo's on the losing side here.
Carmelo,
and now his buddy, his homie, just won the belt, and he just lost his belt.
Right. He is kind of being friendly with the guy.
Like, am I slipping, or is that just Ilya?
That is Ilya. What?
What?
What? Greg? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over me.
What?
I like it. Let's go.
What that trick? What that trick?
Okay.
Oh, Carmelo here saying, why are you thinking Ilya? I've been telling you championship material. So we have Carmelo bigging up Trick too. So this has become, Trick Daddy's show.
Right?
Trick does not get loose. More punch than a bowl of juice. Whoa.
Ending it. He's going to challenge him.
That needs to be a pay-per-view, a premium live event, a special edition of NXT.
Halloween Havoc.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, Ilya's, sticking his 2 cents in. What if Trick gets 2 belts before Carmelo can get it back? That'd be interesting.
This is starting to look like the fucking Equalizer out here. With fucking Ilya looking like the stereotypical like Russian bad guy.
John Wick.
Him Wick.
Pause.
Well, I don't know. I was trying to tie in, the him gimmick with Carmelo, and you said John Wick.
But which world title was better, the current one or the old one? Ooh. What do you mean? Which one?
Oh, for NXT? Well, because this one's got a bit of that like rainbowy tint still from 2.0.
Like Goldie, like the old, just the solid big X.
Where fucking Tommaso Ciampa was like Smeagol with that belt.
That's why I kind of wanted Ciampa to get that win last night, because I wanted that Ciampa. Like, oh my God, more music.
I'm just glad that we got Dum Dum.
Dum 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 Dum.
It's busy night. But I'm glad that we at least finally got the DIY reunion that we've all been talking about. We've all wanted it. Finally fucking happened.
Ilya looks like if Popeye had Ric Flair buy his clothes. There you go.
A little bit. And still, I mean, he's got at least an average mic level, but it's boo for Dom. You can't hear his promo.
You know where they fuck up?
What?
Is when the other person goes to talk and their mic's quiet too, and they're like, shit.
Well, no, it's not as bad as when they do it like when he hands the mic to like Damien or something, and he has to almost do like the like to smack it to like this thing on.
Hello.
Testing. Now you see what we do before we go live.
Oh shit.
Trick saying he gonna whoop that ass tonight. Pause.
I promised mommy. That mullet is getting hefty. Like
he's getting waves now in it. Like
getting
he's
the fucking,
like it stops here and then it's fully like it's a waterfall instead of a Kentucky waterfall.
He's got the waterfall and the stream.
He's
thrown out that
There's
river.
A water park over there. You can kayak. If you just walk a couple miles, you can kayak over there too.
Slip and slide, get loose.
Loose, more punch than a bowl of juice.
Other than Dragunov, Mandy Rose has won both the NXT and NXT UK titles in his career.
Oh, actually, that is a fair show because Mandy won the NXT UK title off of Miko Satomura.
I'm just trying to think. I feel like there might be. You could be accurate, actually, Curtis. I'll take your word for it.
Well, I think they did that when they unified the belts.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
I got this by myself.
Oh,
I'm going to defend it by myself.
With Carmelo. I'm going to whoop this trick. I love how they're playing into that. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. He needs to come out, like, if they do whatever show they do around WrestleMania, if he's on the WrestleMania card or if he's still in NXT, they need to have Terrence Howard and Anthony Thomas come out. What?
We're getting a replay from Stand and Deliver in India. Like, is she coming back to NXT?
That's her most recent replay. That's the only thing they could fucking find.
Right? They had done shit since she got better.
Exactly. Yeah, then she got hurt, and then she had to ditch it.
Never lost it. Indie wrestling. Not you, AEW.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he 100% needs to come out with Anthony Anderson and Terrence Howard at one point. And just do full fucking love.
Indy Hartwell in the house with the Raw
and they're giving him a Raw placard because
I said that.
Oh, sorry.
So this is cool. I didn't see Indy earlier because my shit was fucking up.
Fair enough.
Back into a commercial break, folks. You know the one Kane won in Money in the Bank. All right, now I gotta go.
That's the thing. What? Well, I know he did win the Money in the Bank, but still, I think this man's just having a conversation with himself. Mommy said there'd be days like this. There'd be days like this. My mama said. My mama said. What are you, Bobby Boucher?
Speaking of John Wick, there you go. He was on my screen.
Oh, fair enough. I got the peacock. Pause.
Dum 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 dum. Nick's going to take a pause for the cause. We're in commercial break, folks. We're rolling along. As always, we are having a fun one here. Make sure if you're new here, you hit like, subscribe, get into the chat, say hello. Let us know what is on your wrestling mind. We watch it all. We talk about it all. We are the wrestling community. You can't get anywhere else. Do keep in mind, Luna Mania Part 5 dropped earlier today. So go check that out. Hit like and subscribe when you go see that video if you haven't done it. But get over there, give some love to Luna. And folks, we're back tomorrow, the 4th anniversary of AEW Dynamite. Can you remember? Like, it's crazy. 4 years of this show. And we got some big things popping tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. Of course, we're going to get Adam Copeland, Edge, in the ring. It will be very interesting to see how his first promo, talk to the crowd goes. I'm sure you'll have no problems, but be very interesting how they tie in the storyline. We already know he will be fighting Luchasaurus on Tuesday the following week as NXT goes one-on-one with AEW on that particular Tuesday, and Edge will make his AEW in-ring debut. So lots going on in that world. I'm very excited to see what happens with it, but we're here all week long. Lou and Anthony will be here on Thursday for Impact and a lot more content than you can shake a stick at. I have no idea where I was going with that, but I think I pulled it out. Hell, when Dom is about to talk, the crowd gets loud as hell. He gets booed hard. They do turn his mic down a little. I think they didn't need to do that. I think it was a tad unnecessary. Maybe they didn't have to go that route because he was already getting so much heat, but they do it. I can't argue that. But yeah, no, I mean, the guy gets so much heat no matter where he goes. And that's why I give the kid credit. I was on a big parade, a bandwagon of just send Dom down to NXT, get him away from his dad. Babyface Dom sucks. And then Rhea Ripley beat him up, carried him around by his belt, and the rest is history. So I give the young man credit for how far he's come, what he's accomplished, how he's been able to turn it around. And there's not many people in the business right now that get that kind of heat. Gallus, Christian, sometimes the bloodline, not always. It's interesting. So you got to give him credit. You got to give the devil his due. Indy for the win. Yeah, that'd be Indy versus Becky. I think I'm good with, and Indy never lost the title. So I think it would be a bit of a surprise, but go for it. Why not? Wedge. No, it's actually Legend. He did trademark Legend, spelled the way you think he would spell it. So yeah, Wedge, Ledge, Parameter. Kane won the Money in the Bank in Kansas City in the arena known as the T-Mobile Center, but at the time it was known as the Sprint Center. I hate that the buildings all change names now. I kind of liked when they all had set names. The Garden. Roxanne Perez for the win. Good shout. Get in the chat, folks. Let us know who you're taking, who you got. I mean, triple threat. Nobody ever puts any money on Valkyria, and she keeps winning. So we will see. That's very interesting. I wish they changed her name. I can't say it. 50-50-50 split. That's some good Steiner math from Bobby. I want Valkyria to win or just in general, Larry. Making Ray's reign very short. Okay. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Adam Copeland got that one. Cash in later on Ray. Let me go back and see what else Eddie said. Welcome to the channel, by the way, Eddie. Me and my friends call Dirty Dom Mysterio. Dom Mysterio. Very often thrown around here as well. And then I cash it in later tonight on Ray. I feel like I'm missing something in the middle. I think Melo's going to use that one. It'll be very interesting to see what happens now. Does Melo kind of let Ilya go off and do his own thing for now and turn his attention to Trick? Maybe, I don't know. I'd be really hard pressed to imagine Carmelo just going kind of heel on Trick, but I don't think Trick could be a heel at the moment. He's kind of over. Interesting. But this match has kicked off between Roxy Valkyria or whatever the fuck, and Indy Hartwell out of nowhere coming down to get her shot at the title. She's much bigger than the other two ladies, if anyone hasn't noticed that. Because Sprint went out of business. That is true. I remember Sprint. Didn't even know they were gone, though. Roxanne wins. Got Lady Bird for the win. Lady Bird gets kicked in the face. Indy, leg up in the air. There you go. Oh, there you go. Thank you for adding that, Larry. Clarification matters. Bird Lady for the win. Becky, a commentary, by the way, folks, if we haven't caught that yet. I love to see Dirty Dom lose and he'll get kicked out of the Judgment Day. I think it's interesting, and I actually think he is going to lose. One, Trick is doing really well. Two, what does that then set up? Like, if you have that whole vibe of he goes back to Rhea and then he's like begging her to stay. Please, mommy. Please, mommy. I don't know. Dirty Dom loves dirty dongs. Thanks, Dave. Dum. I'm curious about what happens to Dirty Condom after tonight. Yeah, exactly, TJ Hook. I don't think he's going to win this belt. So where do they go with it? Yo. Sup, CJ Brand. Yo to the Udall. All right. Wonder if Dexter Loomis will come back soon. I hope so. I like Dexter. Again, I always talk about it. I'm a big fan of Sam Shaw. And actually, the man, I mean, what he's done outside of the WWE, I think he's untapped. I think you could really use him. I think even like a lot of the shit he did was very gimmicky, and he can be creepy. He can be imposing. He can be dominating. He's a big man. I really think they're missing the boat with him. Wow, big kick by Indy on Rock. Big cheers. I gotta listen for these boos that Nick was talking about. But Karma's a bitch when Nia Jax injured Rhea back when Rhea injured Nia Jax back by making Nia Jax bleed. It's all part of the game. It happens. What can you do? And sometimes somebody's got to lay in a receipt, or sometimes shit just happens in both directions. There's the next, the NXT Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. Yes, she is at commentary. That's one's for you. I have picture right now, says Damien, as do I, sir. Rolling along, folks. Unfortunately, I got a bad feeling that Damian Priest is going to cash in Money in the Bank on Rollins, Saturday at Fastlane, because Rollins is in coming off a last-minute standing match. I like that, Eddie. I've kind of put that out there a few times. I tend to feel that way too. I like the idea that how long is Damian going to hold on to that case? Now, he was being a little arrogant. It would be a little ironic if he actually had the match and then didn't win the case. Then he's kind of on an even playing field with everybody in the Judgment Day who's not coming up very lucky, except he still does have the tag titles. What's up, Keyshawn? SmackDown is this Friday. See where SmackDown is this Friday. STL, my guy. Right? I'm guessing. Oh, there you go. Yep, St. Louis CJ Brand. There you go. Hey, go to the show. Send us some footage. Let's go, bro. What are you doing? Dum. We've established that super dark god. If Dom gets kicked out of G Day, wouldn't that mean Murphy coming soon? No, not necessarily, Larry. I mean, would they take Murphy back? I think they should. I think they should highly consider it if they have that opportunity. But yeah, I don't think one equates to the other, and I don't think one's expected anytime soon. So unless you know something I don't, but I think it would be fun to see a Murphy-Dom rivalry based on all this. I think Dom will lose tonight and face Jay and Cody at Fastlane instead of having Damian. Then Damian will cash in. So you'd have Dom defend the titles almost like Freebird style. Interesting. I don't know if they're going to swing it that way. I think we're going to get a whole lot of begging and pleading and crying from Dominik. I think he's going to turn into a snivelly bitch. I still think Damian was given a briefcase with the wrong contract. Finn must still be salty that Damian might have cost him both matches against Seth. I love this idea, Richard, and we kind of joked about it on stream. If the case was like he goes to cash in, but Dom or Finn or JD has the real case. We gave you a purple one. We didn't tell you the contract was in it. That would be outstanding. I'd be all for that. We've never really had that kind of ruse outside of the Miz trying to sue Otis, which was dumb and didn't turn out well. I wonder who Jade Cargill feuds with in WWE debut. I'm still kind of thinking maybe possibly Becky Lynch out the gate. I think she's going to go up against a veteran, and I think that's why reports are coming out that she's going to be on Raw. I think it's a fit, and I think Becky will take care of her. Becky's a good shout to put her over, make her look good. And again, if you beat Becky Lynch, you're well on your way. It's a nice little stepping stone out of the gate. So I don't know. Becky's just kind of having matches. She'll get through Halloween Havoc. It's highly possible in my head that it could be Becky. I mean, you're not going to throw her in there with Nia Jax for obvious reasons. Who? I mean, especially if she's going to Raw. I have a feeling that Nakamura wins at Fastlane. I could imagine Seth Rollins coming out of Fastlane without the belt. The only thing that made me hesitate on that idea is I just wonder, like, you lose it at Fastlane going into Survivor Series. I'm wondering if that has a part in it, but I think at the end of the day, I think Nakamura's got a shot. I think the way they've built it, if Nakamura doesn't win it this time, what are you going to do with him? What's up, Jake? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Dumb is dirty and dumb. All right, bud. That's about enough. I would go to SmackDown this week if not for high school football. Well, go team. Bum, bum, bum. Swear to God, I think Lyra was just tickling Indy's ribs. Stop it. Get down. What is happening?
I don't know how to come back off of that, so I guess I'll just go team, go local
team,
sports.
I thought you were just going to jump into Arnold when I said get down.
Well, no, when you're like talking about tickling and everything, we're like, I don't know. But no,
well,
I do.
Speaking of tickling your fancy,
pause. That's high praise and high expectations, which I'm sure I won't deliver. But you talked about like the difference in the briefcase here, which I'm oddly enough picking Roxanne to win this match, by the way.
That's surprising.
I think she would have. She's the biggest draw, the biggest name, the biggest competitor versus Becky. And it solidifies that a bit more. Indy, I think, is a long shot.
Oh, really?
Oh, 100%. I think it go Roxanne, Lyra, and then Indy out of these three. So I've got a bridge and suplex for 2 count.
I like the idea of Becky putting a little bit of shine on Roxy. Absolutely. I don't know. I just go Indy.
There you go. But no, you were talking about if Damian got the wrong briefcase, and we just saw it on Impact. Shout out Luna and Anthony and everything. Could you do in WWE a feast or fired kind of stipulation type thing? Is that too cold and cutthroat?
You can do it. Fuck it. Especially if you know it's coming up. Do it.
Could it be? Well, not you're fired, you're demoted. Like you get a free pass to NXT.
Yeah, pretty much. If you've already established and you're like, okay, we got to give you a reason to go there. I mean, here it is. I'm okay with it.
Okay, so I was going to say, so then between Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Shelton Benjamin would just start naming the recent releases.
Right.
What briefcase do they win in the Feast or Fire match?
Right. We have to list this 21 names. Shit.
That's an idea for a video, I feel.
Oh, big Hurricane Rana from the top. Indy just pancaked her, though.
I've got Lear going for a 2 count, so I don't know if I'm ahead or behind you.
Oh, I got Indy with
big
a 2
boot from Indy knocking Lear on the outside.
I think you somehow slipped.
I'm behind her head, Paul. I've got Pop Rocks in the corner. 1, 2, and Kiana James.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, it's a triple threat, so you can't. You don't have disqualification as Becky boots Kiana James.
Yeah, right.
So we're gonna get it's gonna be Lyra. We're gonna get the last off.
Oh no, it's gonna be Indy before it's Lyra.
No, because she just hit the awkward splash for a 3 count.
Son of a bitch! They love the bird lady on this show.
So
she always picks up W's.
It's I told you it's Irish on Irish accent or
Irish
accent.
Accent. Funnier, man.
Make certain differentiate between Irish and Irish accent. But yeah.
Great point. What did Richard say? I like great points. Wow, it was way up there. Yeah, no, I got that one. I love it.
Enough. So do you have the pinfall or anything?
I got the replay. 1, 2, 3 is where I'm at.
Okay.
Now Becky's in the ring.
Lyra. So it's Lyra, not Lyra. Lyra.
So I got the graphic for Halloween Havoc. Oh, we got music. Oh, Knox.
You got ahead of me.
I got Knox coming out right now. I can pause up if you need me to.
No, I'll get there.
See you when I get there. If I ever get there. Lyra wins. I'm shocked. 2-0. Dale picked it. Apparently, I was one of the few that were shocked about that.
Dale, let me know when you get. I got Braun and Carmelo squaring up face to face here.
I just got that now.
Okay. Let me know when you got Braun talking about a best friend hug. Speaking of best friends, what?
Best spear in the business. That's a bold shirt.
But I like it though. I think, like I said, here, this is the guy who wasn't supposed to be the top guy out of NXT, the top prospect, the top out of the recruiting class, and is when Carmelo, you have the guy who was supposed to be in his maybe second, third in the prospect class in Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the way this all worked, I mean, again, just a plethora of young talent coming up. Again, I didn't expect Carmelo to win the breakout tournament when he did. And he's turned it into nothing but opportunity, and he's been outstanding. Braun is Braun. I mean, Braun's kind of been a blue chipper. I'm curious. He's kind of just wandering around at this point. He's kind of a guy that's, we can bring him in for landing. He's been circling for a while.
Well, so I'll tie it in this way. Well, speaking of blue chips, speaking of prospects, speaking of up-and-comers and everything like that, 100%. I see 73 people kicking around with us. So 100%. So absolutely, we are 100% the breakout, the blue chip prospect or anything like that when it comes to pro wrestling content. So 100% be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We got the memberships, we got the Twitters, we got the Instagrams, we got the super chats, the super stickers. We got anything and everything for your pro wrestling needs.
Right, we do, folks. Make sure and get in this chat. Let us know how you feel. And if you're shy, just drop a prediction, drop a rating.
Just say hi. Say hi.
Let's go.
Right. So does this count as a commercial break? Because they were advertising fast. So we are in commercial break number 4. There we go. But so, yeah, I guess your thoughts on we're getting the last kicker versus Kaka.
I mean, they like her. I haven't been sold on her at all, but they like her. So this will be very interesting. She had the match. Who else? She fought someone else from up above. Up above.
Up above.
She beat Dana Brooke?
Natty or something? I feel like it probably would have been like a Natty or something like that.
Yeah. Well, and then Rhea Ripley beat her, and Rhea Ripley gave her the
that might be the match you're thinking of.
Yeah, actually, I am.
But that's the thing. Yeah, they seem to be pretty high on her. They gave her the whole video package. She hasn't really dipped too far down, even though she really, I don't know what to make of her. She's just kind of bland, generic baby face
with feathers.
Cacaw. Like I said, every time you have to just cacaw.
Right? Like, that's the crazy part. Like, and again, I'm not doubting her. And I know some of her fans out there might be like, you don't understand. No, I just don't know yet. Like, she keeps getting W's. And that's where I was like,
But
every time I bet against her, she
but that's an indictment, though, on them. If we watch this every week, rain or shine, don't miss it.
Me.
Right. But no, in that they haven't done anything to really convey why we should be fully invested, anything. It's literally, it's we're the ones who should know and should be the ones, championing her. We're here every week. And we're still like, I don't fucking know how to make heads or tails of her.
A little bit. I mean, again, and actually the match that I missed out on in my head was she beat Cora, and we didn't see that coming.
Oh, the one who's been missing, weirdly enough.
She had
to go make another paper mache skateboard.
Right. Lear gimmick seems a bit off. We don't know what it is. Dominik can't use mommy tonight. Oh, that sounds sad, actually.
That actually does sound pretty sad. I mean, if you had mommy and you couldn't use her, pause.
Right.
Accusations. Are we on commercial break number 5? I might have missed one on my pause. So I'll trust your word, Curtis. You seem to, the Prince of the Mid-South over there seems to be an honorable, just prince. So,
right.
James and KC, I wonder if Pat McAfee makes an appearance on Fastlane. It is an indie. He said in a show today, he is doing game day and then the sidelines for the Oklahoma, Texas, with us at 11 a.m. Well, that's probably got to be a noon kickoff because they mostly do like noon, 1:30 to 3:30 kickoffs. So maybe private jet straight to Fastlane in Indy. Thoughts?
Possible. I mean, nothing gives me the indication that Pat would be there. Maybe I mean, a fast lane's a fast lane, but maybe. I doubt it.
I think because it's in Indy, and they have that to their advantage, do it. Even if he pops up and just kicks off the show, anything like that, or if he does commentary for fucking Nakamura versus Rollins, and he sits there and hops up on the table and does, all that. I think if you've got it to your advantage, use it. Likely, I agree with you. Maybe not likely, but
not
if I could do it, I'd do it.
Off.
If they can do it, I'd do it. As
I never thought they'd have The Rock and Pat on at the same night.
On a SmackDown.
Let's go.
Right in Colorado, nonetheless, as we've got Baron Corbin coming face to face with Ilya backstage right now.
This might set up the Brian Pillman Jr. Debut tonight. Interesting.
Ooh. Am I ahead or behind you?
Right now, I'm still on commercial, so.
Okay, so.
It's crazy.
I haven't touched anything.
Oh, I got the belt being screwed right now. Ilya. They're putting nameplates on Ilya's belt.
Gotcha. So Dom lost his title. Yes, he did. At No Mercy. We were here live for it.
Right? True story.
So let me know when you get the end of Corbin and Ilya just giving the bug eyes at Corbin here.
Right. Right now they're talking. Corbin looking like, I don't know what he was looking like, but he looking very casual.
Ilya versus Corbin, Halloween Havoc, maybe. Well, we surprisingly had Corbin go over Braun, so maybe we're batting down the hatches on Baron Corbin in NXT.
Wow, I would destroy Corbin Ilya, Nick.
I don't hate it. That's how I feel. I don't hate it. Baron Corbin is giving me biker taker vibes. Well, that's just because of No Mercy when he came out there with the fucking bike.
There. Yeah, definitely. Gigi for the win. Blair is cool. She will be a great champ. I like Blair a lot. How do you feel about her?
I like Blair Davenport. I like now it's gotten to this point to where I forget her fucking name. But yeah, 100%. I know that was very a contested point between me and CJ, but no, I think she's a slept on blue chip prospect that they have that they just really need to fucking put some focus on.
Yeah.
As I've got her coming out right
she
now.
got jumped. Gigi all over Blair. Are you there?
No, I was waiting on you.
I think I got distracted by Blair.
I see this. So I've got them in the ring right now. I've got a back elbow on Gigi as I've got a replay of a move as well. I'm taking Gigi to win this match.
Gigi
I'm still
needs
very
to
high
win.
I'm still very I think she's another one that needs to get the fuck out of NXT at this point. She's done. If you're not going to give her the world title, she needs to get the fuck out of NXT.
I think
what else can she do?
I think if you move her up, she's going to get swallowed. Like, I worry about that.
Move her to SmackDown.
Yeah, maybe.
SmackDown out of the two main rosters, especially if Jade goes to Monday Night Raw, you have got Becky, you've got Trish, you've got Nia, you've got Rhea, you've got Jade potentially. Mm-hmm. On Monday Night Raw, that's a murderer's row. You move her to SmackDown. You've got Charlotte, you've got Io, you've got Asuka. Not saying those aren't killers, but there's not as much depth.
Okay, fair enough. Davenport, Gigi down. But yeah, I don't know what you do with Gigi up there. I'm just worried not yet, because maybe it's just she hasn't done much of substance for so long.
Well, it's because she was for so long, she was part of Toxic Attraction.
Absolutely.
That the singles run for Gigi on NXT has not been great.
No, not at all.
Keep it about 100%. It has not been great. They went babyface with her, and she should have been the top heel.
It's still a weird move that JC went, but now you see JC and you're like, they both were kind of heels, so I guess you were screwed no matter what way you went.
But I still think if that's where you're going to end up with JC, either way, you should have just ran Gigi as a heel and just run JC as the babyface.
Oh, I don't think you could run. That's what I think their pickle was JC. I think their hopes.
If that's if you can't do that, then you don't work here.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, if she can't go face? I just think she's naturally, like, I'm not saying she couldn't be a face. I don't think I would book her as a face almost ever. I think their hopes was the kind of the prettier.
I think on NXT you give her the room to breathe.
Where? Sorry?
If you have JC do the babyface turn on for JC on NXT, you give her room to breathe.
Yeah, maybe. I just think they were hoping that Gigi would get over better as a babyface with some of that, a hard knock life, Little Orphan Annie story. And I just don't know if it did. But she's a star in the making.
Absolutely.
Blair for the win. Split. A little bit of a split. Gigi.
Who you got, sir? I don't think you picked.
I said Gigi. Gigi needs the win.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go Gigi. Good place to go. I would love to see her go up against Liv. Liv versus Gigi. I guess so.
I could see them as a tag team, to be honest.
Actually.
So I've got Gigi firing up, rolling outside the ring, grabbing a chair right now.
If Gigi goes to SmackDown, she will be lost in a tag team with Shotzi. You might be right.
That would validate whatever they have as a tag team division.
Gigi joining Shotzi would validate the WWE tag team division.
It would at least be something. It would at least be some sort of fucking depth. Something. Yeah, I know.
Oh, roll up! Ah! You got the win. There you go. They're not done with each other. Maybe. one more time at Halloween Havoc.
So
Blair
Gigi picks up the win.
I would love to see her go up against Liv. Got that one. I don't see Gigi on SmackDown. It seems like SmackDown only has room for WWE title segments for the women. You know what? Now you think about it, it's not a valid argument. That's where I think Nick's point was depth.
Sorry.
Maybe it adds depth. Maybe it helps.
It adds depth, but I think it's not a wrong argument of very much you're going in the same show that's got the bloodline involved with it. You've got LA Knight, you've got John Cena. It's very much that's the show that's part of why there isn't the depth there is because the women aren't heavily featured on SmackDown.
Yeah, I feel like they are featured more on Raw, to be honest. Maybe more time, so they get a little
Rhea.
more. We had a lot. Rhea, Becky, Trish was there for a while. Like a lot of time, not just around the title, but around the title, getting that some love.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've got a murderer's row. So if you throw on a SmackDown, you've got like I was saying with JC, if you give them some room to grow, to expand, pause, and fit their surroundings more,
right? Kiana James. They love Kiana, man. They really do.
Absolutely. Let me know when you get to the commercial break. But yeah, so Kiana James pointed out how I don't know how not only Roxanne won the last breakout tournament, but also Kiana was in it and everything. So they're bigging up of like, hey, I've been here for a minute too. It feels like I know I made the Mean Girls reference earlier to kick off the show, but this very much Kiana James is the fetch of fucking WWE. Stop trying to make fucking fetch happen.
Right? I think she's gonna happen. I think they like her a lot. I think she's shown some upside in the ring. So yeah.
If they were back to doing GMs and Alicia Fox as Vicky Guerrero's assistant and everything like that, she would fit perfectly into that type of situation. I feel as far as well, I'm saying, do you think she fits better as like a future women's world champ?
Yes, I think they view her as that. I think because of her look, her vibe, and again, they use her a lot. So I'm really curious to see. I again, maybe not this year. I'm talking 5 years down the road, but yeah, I think she could develop into something. And they highlighted her a lot during that bar rescue shit, even though I hated it.
Fair enough. Like I said,
they like the bird lady. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is it gets so confusing. They're super high on the bird lady and they're super high on bar rescue for whatever good reason. Hunter's just been watching a lot of Game of Thrones and they have the fucking bird logo on Game of Thrones, and he's been watching a lot of bar rescue. So he thinks he's John Taffer.
Right. Next week rocks.
Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks.
I like that one. Edge. Okay.
Edge over Asuka equals AEW wins.
I just stopped because I was like, where did we get there?
How did we get here?
Right. But we are in a commercial break right now, folks. We're rolling along.
Just get that.
What?
Did you just go into a commercial? Is all I was asking.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep getting
That's fine. I'm just trying to make it work.
I keep saying Kiana is like the new Victoria. I like that comparable. Yeah, a lot.
This could just be more because I personally was a big fan of Victoria, so maybe I have a personal bias on this, so I don't fully see it. But Victoria to me it's so weird because she didn't have she never had a full gimmick, but you knew she would fuck you up. Like it was so weird. She came out with a tattoo song, and then it was I ain't the lady to mess with.
Tattoo song.
All the things you said, all the things you said.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a little bit of a potential, like definitely a future heel.
Ivory. Close to that more?
Nah, I don't know. I'm more. I kind of like Chris's take, Victoria.
Fair enough.
Not right now. Again, we got to see Victoria when she kind of was rolling. We didn't have the advantage of seeing where she came from so much, right? So like we're seeing pre-Victoria.
Well, that's the thing is, I think it's going to be interesting if we go back and when we're here, 5 years from now and everything like that, and we're looking at our takes, like then it's going to be like how you can go back on whatever sports commentator of like, I don't think they have to make it as a star quarterback, and it's like 3 Hall of Fames and 2 or 3 MVPs and 2 Super Bowls later. You're like, you fucking idiots! Like it's seeing where they go with it, because there's been guys that we thought they could make work. I mean, Shelton was the gold standard. Now his future endeavored.
Well, yeah, I think they could have made him work. It'll be very interesting to see where he goes. Roxanne Perez versus Asuka, going to be a banger next week. I'm down.
Wait, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
Damien, I trust.
Well, no, I just heard Vic Joseph talking about it too, so I'm like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, I got Vic Joseph and Booker T at the table.
Okay, let me know when you get the fucking the highlight of the breakout tournament here, of them panning through the women. Pause.
Panning through the women. Right meow.
Right meow.
Right meow.
Do I look like a cat jumping from a wimbly nimbly from tree to tree? So yeah, we're highlighting Lola Vice. So are they just gonna run through everybody?
Do
they have no confidence in that anyone knows who the fuck these people are? So we're gonna just beat you over the head with, hey, in case you forgot, this is so and so, and that's so and
so. Again, I feel like they've done this a couple times.
About 3 to 4 times.
Toronto, Ontario.
John Cena, 100%.
Well, she kind of bought into that. Did you see recently she was talking about how like Santina was like an inspiration for her?
Yeah, her aunt, 100%.
Right? Oh, big pop for Kalini.
But is it interesting? Yeah. I got Jakara Jackson, so I'm hop skipping.
Give her the win, man.
Jakara, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I think with the metaphor involvement, I think she's the odds-on favorite here.
Oh.
From Toronto, Ontario, Carmen Petrovic.
Yes, she's been around. She does karate.
I feel like this is like the fucking intro to American Gladiators or something, or like,
right?
Guts, do you have it? Guts.
Nitro.
All the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Big pop. Oh, she's the favorite.
I think she's too obvious of the favorite, though.
I'm just telling you what Todd said.
I know.
Oh, I like your take on the favorite. Who's that?
Izzy Dame.
Oh, yeah, it's Izzy. Dizzy Izzy. We love that girl.
That's how I kind of feel like when looking at her. It's just, if I could. How's him?
Right. JV's got the best idea I've heard all day. Just have Jade walk out and boot fuck every one of them. Just
I am the winner. But yeah, so we've got Kalani Jordan versus Izzy Dame. We've got Ariana Grace versus Jakara Jackson, Carmen Petrovich versus Jada Parker, and Danny Palmer versus Lola Vice, which I feel is interesting. If you could have split those two amongst that other side of the bracket.
Well, yeah, because I think Danny should be one of the favorites just because they kind of highlighted her once upon a time on this show.
Yeah, she's one of the 4 people in this tournament that I can name without having to look at the fucking bracket.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so right now we have Kalani Jordan taking on Izzy Dame.
Izzy Dame. Are you Lacey Evans' niece? Are we gonna bring back?
You are. I'm Izzy Dame, and you are.
So yeah, Dizzy Izzy taking on Kalani, and thanks for coming, Izzy. But
what the fuck is these women's names though? Still, like, When have you ever ran across another human being that is named Izzy, or another human being that's named Kalani?
Right? Yeah, no, I mean, it's funny. Like, here's a list of 10 possible names. How bad were the other 9 that you ended up with? Izzy,
what in the name of Chat GPT is WWE using to fucking predict wrestling names right now?
Right.
That's how we
James
go from Rex Steiner to Braun Breaker.
Yeah. The NXT Women's Breakout Tournament begins.
Mortal Kombat.
That'd be more fun that
way. The way you read that, you sounded like fucking Shang Tsung.
Right? Fight!
Test your might. Round 1, fight.
Right. Jordan for the win. Jordan for the win.
Izzy Dizzy going right now for a 2 count here.
Jordan for the win. Who is Jordan in this match?
Kalani.
Oh, I just okay. Thank you for catching me up.
You're welcome.
I was like, oh yeah, they don't say Jordan enough, apparently.
Well, it's always Kalani.
Yeah, right. It's Kalani. I thought that was her name.
I like though again how we have the viewing party backstage like we had for the Heritage Cup.
Yep.
And we just have, still like Santino's daughter showing up with like the beauty pageant crown and everything. Like,
right.
That's normal. Chris, 2 win. Yes, someone will win this match. The question we are asking is who will win this match?
Oh yeah, Izzy's gone. She's not going to make it.
You think?
Right.
Well, I think obviously Kalani's the pick here. Sorry, Anthony out here. Nick, you have me dying laughing. My first girlfriend's name was Izzy, just spelled different. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
Shut up.
Oh, Izzy, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Izzy.
Yeah,
hey,
right.
Hey, Izzy.
Izzy Dizzy actually wouldn't have been a bad name either. It's catchy. Yeah, that's what
like the fucking Tasmanian devil.
Right? Here comes Izzy Dizzy.
Right.
Right? Like shit.
She's got to spin, always spinning, always turning.
This dizzy bitch.
That's the opposite of Wendy Chu.
It should be a team. Where is Wendy Chu? Is she in a corner?
Why isn't she in the breakout tournament? She was sleeping when they called her name.
Breakout, yeah, right. It's Willie Miz Hayes. Oh shit, they cut me already.
Now I picture her showing up, like pulling out of a limo in like a fucking onesie, just running.
First name Wendy, first name Chu.
I seriously that's how I'm going to spend my weekend now, is going back and watching Major League. It's been a hot minute since I've watched that, and I love those movies. You have no marbles.
Oh, big moonsault.
2, 3 count as Kalani. Kalani wins. Colostomy. They win the match.
Who's your early pick to win the breakout tournament? You picked
Jakara Jackson.
I'm gonna pick.
You can go with Kalani.
I think I'm gonna go with
Lola Vice,
Casino's daughter, for the surprise.
Really? You're picking your
Ariana Grande,
my girl. So in that one, Ariana I have Jakara Jackson versus Lola Vice in the finals.
Lola Vice is a good show.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been featured. Danny might surprise us. All right. Now we're talking. We're heating up a little here.
Right.
This is like S Club 7.
You snooze, you lose. Curtis is 4-0. Nice match. This was. Kalani looked good, and Izzy held her own. Yeah, she didn't fuck up. That's what you can say. As
Match, this was good.
Yeah, hell. One shopping spree doesn't make you a grown ass. So it's so weird that they're pulling up like other NXT like females and like, see, they're bullying her online. It's like, the fuck. Chris out here shouting out the Dijackinator. We haven't gotten the Dijackinator.
Well, I'm gonna dijack that way.
Yeah, pause. Just don't get in my face. Pause. Now we've got Duke and Chase, Andre Chase running into Thea Hale and JC Jane, and Thea Hale has doubled and tripled, if not quadrupled, down on the fucking spray tan. I feel here, and it's so weird. Of Thea Hale, 100%. Just to me, it's like such high school vibes of like, cool. Well, she's like the cool goth chick that I like wanted to be friends with, and she like thinks we're pretty cool. So I'm gonna do whatever she wants. But we're getting JC Jane and Thea Hale versus Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice. Shout out Lola Vice, like we were just talking about, and maybe KJ will make it back before his girl Elektra Lopez actually has a match here. As we're in commercial break number 6, I believe, right now. It was eating now. Damn, major pause. Yeah, again, you can have that. That's why you tune into us, because you never always expect the unexpected. But very heavy Women's Day. You could have phrased that better, sir. I don't mind it. Shows that NXT has faith in their women's division. 100%. I think NXT is almost to the point, and I would say arguably they are closer. Granted, the way that Impact has featured their women's division, it's debatable, but I think it's a 1A and a 1B almost situation of to where NXT could almost have a fully outright women's pay-per-view. Like you could have Becky versus whoever as the main event, and you have just women's matches the whole rest of the show. They could get away with a women's pay-per-view, I feel. NXT is teetering on that point here. Could make it work. Could go horribly wrong, but could make it work. Lola and Elektra for the win. I think Chase cost Thea the match, and she truly leaves Chase for good. Oh, he tries to, help her and just screws her over. I can see that maybe. Not even close. Chris Arcane, don't see it. I don't know what we said. Thea trying to be Julia Hart. No, I've been on record, and I'll say it again here, as again we are on a commercial break of, to me, Thea Hale or Julia Hart. That's where we're going. Well, Thea Hale is pretty much fucking the squirrel to Rocky and Bullwinkle, but Julia Hart has done the transition from a cheerleader gimmick, like the ultimate uber generic bland babyface, all the way to uber spooky goth chick, way better than anything even Alexa Bliss tried to do. I would take right now Julia Hart over Lily fucking swing set fiend involved Alexa Bliss 100%. Commercial break number 7. Am I just floating through time here? I don't know. I trust you, but I'm glad I at least took the over here. Good point, Nick. Maybe WWE are secretly building a women's PLE Evolution 2.0 or a Mae Young Classic. Well, I know they were aiming to do another Evolution pay-per-view, and then they teased it and then they backed out of it. So if you were to do that as a NXT exclusive, I think that 100% will work. Granted, you could have done it if you were going to do, if you really would have put a bit more focus, maybe, or if you had a Jade involved in the breakout tournament, you could have done it as a Mae Young Classic like they've done before. But I think that there's enough between, as we're getting another Pillman video package here, sorry, but there's enough depth on the NXT women's roster that you could do a whole show. Speaking of depth,
we're getting another what?
What?
Speaking of depth, pause. I may not touch bottoms, but I will.
I will stretch out the sides.
Not even close. I don't see it.
Sorry, we've just got. He's out here still 100% fucking blondie mullet and the tiger shirt, just flipping through the channels and just going through everything that's happened in WWE in like the time that he's been away.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Sorry, I got caught up with the Guns N' Roses comment there. This made me.
Izzy from Guns N' Roses.
No, everyone's letting us know of all the Izzies they know.
You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
Oscar facing Roxanne tells me that she ain't winning Saturday at Fastlane. Either Io retains or Charlotte gets the belt. Maybe Kairi Sane shows up.
I
love this entrance.
I was about to say, I kind of really like this fucking entrance. Like, this needs to, if you're going to do a women's tag team, it goes across all brands. And these two are a fucking team. Actually, all four of these women are fucking teams.
Yeah. That was really interesting, man. That was really good.
Well, that's why I was like, I'm hoping. I know you're a big fan of Elektra Lopez, so I'm like, this man better make it back here.
Right? Let's go. Oh, Thea's dancing.
Thea's just, as even my background's getting into the vibe here.
Thea Hale looking like an extra from Blade.
Dude, no. Because that's this dude. Just
the way she was dancing. Like, what are you listening to?
No, she's out here doing, Despacito. That's what she was doing.
I almost dated Izzy. Was she a big fan of poor grammar?
Does she know that?
Does she know?
Does she know you almost dated? That's the bigger question, Bash.
Dun, dun, dun. I see clearly.
Well, what was Simone saying about Thin Lizzy there? Sorry. No, you're good. I'll you keep scrolling. You keep clicking. I'll scroll.
Okay. Maybe Brian Pillman Jr. goes Flying Brian. I think he might do more of the insane. Like he's got a little bit of edge, a little bit of his dad in him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. And I think, well, this is a bit of a stretch, but it's getting a little not fully like that Dahmer vibes. But every video vignette that we've had of him is just him sitting there in front of a TV, just flipping through everything, like just running through this. Like, I think he's gonna come out here maybe more closer to, like you said, the lunatic fringe. Than anything.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping that like these vignettes would progress a little, like, watching TV, then moving is, something else, maybe driving his car. I don't fucking know, something.
Hey, you get into my car.
Power Ranger.
Right. Who are you talking about, Bash-8? What? Oh, you can have this one.
Ha Mama versus Butterface is
no Tiffany Epiphany tonight. Well, no. To me, I'll ask you this. To me, well, she's earned the time off, but to me, that was a star solidifying. You can dislike how she talks on a promo. You can hate the airhead Barbie gimmick. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general.
No.
After that, to where you even got the visuals of her with the gash over her eye. And everything, as she's still out there with, and I know some people hate on her taking the bump through the Barbie dolls, but it played.
Listen, again, I don't give a shit if it's Barbie dolls or Lego or whatever other fake shit, fake glass, fake, I mean, we've seen people get dropped on something else. I mean, if I'm going to say anything about it.
Malachi Black and Rey Mysterio have been thrown off the side of a building.
I was more making the comparables.
I know, but still, I'm just pointing out.
But yeah, I mean, again, it's fine. The spot's fine. She's a star. She lost the belt. You let her breathe. You let her have a moment, right? Because if then you bring her back in, and I love that they sell the idea of the athletes have to recover a little bit.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. It validates it, and I think that spot. I know people are like, oh, well, you're kidding me, but it fits. You could do that spot nowhere else outside of with Tiffany.
Yeah.
Like that spot fit perfectly.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
we've seen that with Legos. We've seen that with this and that. Like, what makes that so different? Like, I'm sorry. Have you all ever fallen on some shit? Have you all ever stubbed your toe? The fucking shit hurts.
You ever step on a fucking Barbie? Oh my God. Not a fun day.
Electra takes shoulder in the ring post there. Discus elbow from JC Jane.
You know what, Richard? I feel like NXT every once in a while will give us a women's division heavy show. I think once in a while we get one that's a little heavier.
Kimura.
And I like it. I haven't been like, oh, there you go.
That's interesting. Thea Hale gets the win on a Kimura lock too, by the way.
That's her thing. She does the Kimura. She does the Kimura because she can jump in people's laps.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey. That's
pretty much.
Thea Hale. Right? I'm all jacked up. I'll chase you.
Right. I will find you. We gotta go. I got a stage 5.
Right.
4-1, Dale.
Oh, Carmelo said as he's leaving him, this sucks. My boy doesn't need my help.
Oh, Bobby Lashley, how you doing?
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Oh, he's saying he just talked to John Cena. John Cena. Do. John Cena is going to be in Carmelo Hayes' corner next week versus Braun Breaker. And boy, howdy, if we got
John Cena.
Hey, guess what? Guess what also happens next week? Don't worry, I'll wait. It's when Dynamite and NXT go head to head because of the MLB playoffs. So we're gonna have John Cena on NXT.
The champ is here.
His corner.
We're getting a big graphic on it and everything, my guy.
As we're having Edge Adam Copeland's first match on AEW Dynamite.
This is
so boy howdy, are the wars back.
Yeah, this is why competition is beautiful, guys. Because then we get random shit like this.
100%. This is the fucking bombs are dropping. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat.
Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, no, John Cena's going to be on NXT. They ain't fucking around.
But that is literally anything you can do. I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
Next week on NXT, Roman Reigns.
Right, Roman Reigns will be defending the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Versus Randy Orton.
Yeah, right. Crazy, man. Very interesting. You want to know a fun fact? Our lowest rated SmackDown in 5 weeks on this channel was the 25th anniversary of Edge, the Sheamus match.
Oh,
on this channel, the lowest. Remember, we said I'm just surprised Edge wasn't more of a draw for that. It was our lowest one in 5
Blame
weeks.
Canada, blame Canada, with all the flapping heads so full of lies. Blame Canada, blame Canada.
The funniest shit, just funny coincidence. I'm not saying anything, guys. I'm just telling you what the numbers told me.
I would like to point out at this point that KJ is from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the same town that fucking Edge is as well. So 100%, not saying anything, but saying something at the same time.
Yeah, we didn't. I'm just kudos, dude. I don't know what I expected better. So here we go.
But to me, 100%. If I'm AEW, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm fucking tap dancing right now because cool. So not only did I get Edge and have Adam Copeland signed to my company, they see me as enough of a threat of they're stacking their show against my show. So I'm 100%. I'm fucking tap dancing on rooftops right now.
And that's why I think where I always say as an AEW fan, Tony, say less, because then they will do stuff like this and that's validating you a little bit, right? So just say less. You don't have to brag about where you're at in the stature. You don't have to come on media calls and tell everybody how, oh, well, we're better than any other company ever that existed. Just say less. And then these moments will happen and we'll know. We'll see it.
I was going to say, you want to know how you show that you're better than this company or that channel or that channel is you just show up and you don't have to talk and you just fucking prove it. And just sometimes you just run to a motherfucking face.
Right. John Cena is going to be in Carmelo Hayes' corner. That is interesting as shit.
John Cena.
Initially, when he started talking, I'm like, oh, here's the Bobby play, right? Bobby's like, not.
I thought that's where we're going.
Yeah. John Cena, everyone pumped. Look, everybody's like, hey, I heard it too.
Right?
Holy shit. Huge.
This is big Cena energy right now. 100% is what this is. Big Cena energy.
Yeah. I hope, dude, it would be amazing. I'm saying it here on the record. I want to say it out loud. It would be amazing for the internet community if somehow AEW had better ratings next Tuesday.
But see, that's the thing. That's what is the interesting aspect is that's a possibility. Like that's not out of the realm of aspect. Now, granted, that shows AEW's competing with NXT still. It is not, trying to move up to the heavyweight division and go at Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah.
We're still middleweight, featherweight, welterweight, all of that shit.
I don't know.
But if they outdo it, if they land a fucking shot and they scratch the chin,
right?
Oh,
they hit something like
blood in the water.
Hit a 1.1, but blood in the water in what regard?
Well, no, I'm saying if AEW manages to pull something off and they actually beat it on the ratings, I'm like, all right, now we've got something cooking. Oh
yeah, no, that's why I said it. Like that's why I completely agree with you, man. I think it would be hilarious to throw it out that way of like, could you imagine John Cena was on it and then we beat him? But
that's what I'm saying. That's if they nick the chin on God and you got he dripped a little, now you got blood in the water.
I won't read it, but everyone else can.
It starts with an F and ends with a K.
Fork?
That's all I said. Fork.
Dynamite is on Tuesday next week and NXT Bryn. It's true. So next Bryn.
I hate though. How sad do you be? Like, are you with Carmelo though? Of like, they show up the graphic for your match and they just play John Cena's music over it.
These two guys are gonna fight, but the guy in the blue T-shirt,
the guy that's just gonna stand there and watch it, he's way more important than both of them.
Any of this. So,
major announcement from Cody Rhodes next week on NXT. Oh boy, howdy! If this isn't just literally. I'm a fucking mushroom stamp Tony Khan on his motherfucking face. So I'm gonna have your golden boy on my show, on my developmental, going head to head with you.
They're like, he's like, all right.
So Oscar versus Roxanne Perez as well. Boy, howdy. Strap on and strap in.
That's on NXT.
Exactly. 100%. Like I said,
we're that close.
Like I said, if I'm Tony, 100%, I'm fucking tap dancing right now. We're in the money. We're in the money. WWE is taking this much of a response to Dynamite being on the same night as them. We're gonna just shut you the fuck down.
We got a few days here. Do you think we get multiple announcements for next Wednesday?
We just got 3 in a row.
No, from Dynamite. Sorry, like
fair enough. Well, what do they have that could be an announcement that's going to counteract that? MJF will defend the AEW World Championship on Dynamite against Edge. That's what you do. That's how you draw everybody in. If you're Tony Khan, listen to me, Tony. And if this happens, Tony, listen. MJF comes out and he confronts Edge.
In a 50-minute Iron Man match?
No, he just has to come out and confront him. You'll get everybody fucking talking. The Twitter X will melt down. They don't even have to be enemies. They just have to talk.
Dude, it's funny though. You cannot deny what we're witnessing.
But it worked. This hasn't happened in like 3 years, so that's why we're like, holy shit, let's go.
Holy fuck, John Cena's going to be in developmental
John
for the first time since 2003.
John Cena, Asuka.
Holy shit.
Major announcement from Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has not been in NXT ever. Ever. Well, no, he was the coach for somebody, so I'll give you that. But
what major announcement can he make on NXT?
I'm going to SmackDown.
I will see everyone on Friday.
All right. Hey, there was the trade.
Oh,
we don't know the results of the trade, of the handoff.
Hi, everybody. I was on my way from Raw to SmackDown. I thought I'd stop in and say hi.
By the way, just on a fun note, you can catch me every Friday night.
Yeah.
100%. But that's the thing. If you're going to just go toe-to-toe with them, you're going to pull out all the stops. And that, to me, like I said, that not only shows how, like, where WWE is at, but it also validates AEW so much.
It does. It is an acknowledgement. It's, again, it's that plausible deniability of, like, you know, hey, we noticed you stacked NXT. Is it because, you know, AEW is going to be on that night? Are they? Oh, my God. Who knew? Like,
we run our developmental as it is. We don't plan out about other companies. I can already hear Hunter's whole response to it.
What is this AEW you speak of? Tony who?
Well, yeah, 100%. It's one of those of we don't worry about other companies. We're focused in-house. We just merged all of that. He's got Sachin out.
I love it.
As Mommy is in the corner, by the way.
Oh, yes, Mommy is here. So speaking of the main roster talent, we got Mommy, Dom, Trick. But they're doing wonders for the NXT fan base right now. And NXT is one of the hottest shows in all of wrestling. It's absolutely crazy.
As we get a whoop that trick chant as we cut to commercial. I'm in commercial. I don't know where we're at with commercial breaks. But I'm gonna go check on Mommy here.
There you go. Go say hi to Mommy. Folks, I got picture in picture right now. And Trick Williams is taking on Dom. We are rolling through. Not much time left on the clock here tonight. So get in that chat. A lot of big news just popped off, as next week we will see Asuka take on Roxy. We will see Cody Rhodes with a major announcement. Who does that sound like? Does that kind of sound like someone we know? A major announcement? Cody Rhodes has one. I think that's ironic unto itself. And we're getting John Cena in the corner of Carmelo Hayes for no particularly good reason, but hey, let's do it. Oh, it's going to explode. The tribes have come out. Grab your pitchforks and light your torches, because the tribes are going to be out in full effect right now. Like, I'm sure my boy CJ Brand over there checking it out. And yeah, I wonder what the hell this a major announcement is. I don't know. Why would you make it on NXT? That's the best part. Unless his major announcement is he's going to fight Ilya. Son of a bitch. Come on, the Dirt Dom, get back that title. Yeah, we will take a prediction. If you haven't made a prediction on this match yet, TLD, easy for me to say, the TLD. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, sir. Easy Bake. Artist is back. By the way, they destroying the whoop that trick chant. They forgot the get 'em. Hey, you're right. I would actually like them to add that in. Get them. Yeah, I agree with you, Artist. That's a miss. You think next week AEW will have a run over? Oh, yeah. Pal. Makes me think of Die Hard, by the way, when I call you Pal. Hey, Pal, you there? Yeah, I think they'll have a run over. NXT usually has about an 8-minute run over, guys. And fact checkers, you can check me if I'm wrong about the minutes. But NXT tends to have a run over most weeks. So I imagine both shows are going to run over. And this is why I know the fans killing each other. But again, I think the problem is people want everyone to think the same way as them. You don't have to. Some people can hate what you like and you can like what they hate. Shit, me and Nick don't agree on everything. Some days we don't agree on anything. It's just the way it is. You're allowed to have that difference of opinion, and it's going to be out in full force. But this is good for wrestling. You think about it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The undisputed tag team champions are now in the house. All right, all right, all right. So Judgment Day is upon us. Rhodes is an announcer now? No, he hasn't. Yeah, right. Essentially. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Hey, bonkers. I have a major announcement. I want to introduce everybody to my friend, Jade Cargill. That G in there bothers me sometimes. But yeah, my friend Jade Cargill. Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? It's not Punk. Punk would be hilarious if Punk went to NXT. Just to prove a point. Like he goes on a 1-year run on it in NXT. Just putting every young guy over, left, right, and center. I love that. What Bash say? Cody announces Jade. So I'm working backwards there. So Bash said it as well. You kind of got me thinking, right? You know, CJ asked, I wonder what the announcement is. That could be it. What a better shine than one of the company's biggest baby faces, arguably their biggest one, maybe second biggest now, but that's a debate. Brings out Jade, tells everybody why they should love her, tell everybody why it's a big deal that she's here. They got to bring Brandy out on NXT next week. Who said this was open mic night? They announced CM Punk. That a little bit of a stretch for me on that one, JV. I don't know they're going to announce that. Jade seems more likely. But again, where a lot of people are like, she's going to Raw. Could they introduce her again, going head to head with AEW that night? Again, it gets a little ironic, right? Well, we'll introduce Jade as they, and as they're show right in the middle of Adam Copeland's debut. Here comes Jade. Next week, Corey Jade shows up, and Jade. There you go, Corey. There can only be but one Jade. There you go. I love it. Cody Rhodes announced Jade. Yep. Oh yeah. By the way, we got a match going on. Trick still fighting Dom. Mommy talking smack at the ringside area. Trick to retain the North American title. I think so. I'm with you, Curtis. 100%. WWE finally smartened up and made cross-branded work on NXT. This is going extremely well. And I do know a guy out there that talks a lot, has some notoriety for doing it, big following, very AEW shillish, said that NXT was desperate. And none of this is desperation. And I said it then, and I'll say it now. They are cooking. And now they got a whole bunch of young talent, and they're using their veterans, their main roster talent, to highlight a lot of these people, a lot of those people. I think it's been excellent, and there is absolutely no desperation. Again, when you look at Collision do 300,000 viewers, you look at NXT doing pretty well. You're doing pretty good. You're hanging in there. When you see Dynamite have segments, main events, 700 down as low as 650, and there's NXT having 1 million segments. You're having 900,000 segments. I know the ratings aren't the be all and end all, but it's a nice little indicator of NXT's right there. It's right on that doorstep. And this match has been good. It's indicative. This show has been good. The show's been what, 80%? The women's division tonight, which is excellent. I haven't missed a beat. I wasn't bored by it. I didn't think the matches sucked. They might not be barn. Oh, wow. Trick just spinning around and dropping a man. Oh, look at this. Waxing poetic. The only person desperate is the mammy for a high chair. The man, I know. Wait, what's happening here? The champion. Oh, DDT on the title. Dom's going to get it back. Dom's going to get it back, guys. Two. Big kick out trick. Where is my guy? We're at the end. Next week on NXT, Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle with special guest referee The Rock. Right? Like, let's just stack her up. Let's go. I think it's hilarious. Joe Gacy returns, cuts a promo, and says Schism ran away to AEW. Fair enough. I think we are going to see the Grizzled Young Vets over there. I think they're talented. The tag team division's kind of fallen to nothing. It's a possibility, but yeah, Joe Gacy probably not going to cut that promo, my guy. Oh, slingshot into position for the 6-1. He hit it. 619. I've been saying this. Bring main roosters. Bring your big rooster. Talent to NXT for about 6 months. Yeah, I mean it's been an ongoing discussion. And again, it's not about bringing the talent down and taking spots or taking TV time away. Wow, Trick with the big knee. Trick's got it. Oh, no. JD into the ring. Trick takes him out. Again, this is validating Trick. If Trick can pull off this win. Wow. No, never mind. But it does. It does validate Trick as look at him battle the Judgment Day. Now we can chase Dom back to Raw.
Now, what I said was, what the
no! Once again, Dirty Dom is still in the Judgment Day. Dirty Dom is your North American champion. I'm really curious what they're going to do with this. But here we go. Big win.
I'm over here. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
You've not had a couple rough weeks for you on NXT.
NXT hates me. I have been the NXT loyalist on this channel from Piffs and Cliffs to KJ's Epiphany. 100%. I've been the NXT loyalist. And NXT fucking hates me right now.
Yeah, like next week, Tiffany will retire. What?
Again. Oh, darkness, my old friend.
JD, though. JD, prominent. JD, a big part of what just happened there. Paul Heyman is on NXT!
Heyman! My name is Paul Heyman. I'm going to just be sure I got this straight.
Wait.
I'm on NXT for the first time ever. Carmelo Hayes will take on Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker, a Paul Heyman guy. That's what he. And is that Shawn Michaels right behind him?
It's giant fucking fat head. If anyone remembers fat heads,
fat heads were awesome. I'm watching you.
I kind of feel like somebody's watching me.
Well,
Sean, so you don't know which way he's looking. He's like a horror movie.
Oh, the bloodline is about to reciprocate.
Oh my God.
Rings
has bestowed upon me. I thought for half a second this man was about to say your tribal chief was going to show up on NXT. And holy shit.
He's saying the tribal chief told me to give my wisdom to Braun Breaker.
Paul Heyman is going to be in the corner of Braun Breaker as John Cena is in the corner of Carmelo Hayes. And strap the fuck on, strap the fuck in, because we've got, do it, give it to me. We've got the fucking Gatling gun from fucking Predator right now, fucking strapped on to NXT next week here. Yeah, do it, yeah.
They just do it.
Arnold just threw the knife at you and said, stick around.
Right? I feel like they do
That's
it at
how you fucking end the show. Let's go.
They're just fucking with Tony the whole way.
That is... There's so many expletives and everything that I'm thinking in my head of what they're saying to Tony right now. Of just like, that is nut up or shut up moment. That is 100%. We are coming for war, and we have more guns than you have soldiers.
Yeah. I want NXT to move to Wednesdays, and let's have this dog and pony show week in and week out.
Bro, I 100%. I literally slapped my desk so hard, my fucking phone was just literally asking me, like, "What are you trying to say?" Like,
Siri's like, "Please don't beat me, Nick.
don't you get involved in this, Siri."
Happy birthday next Tuesday, TK. Is it his birthday? That'd be amazing.
100%. Happy birthday, TK. Hey, guess what? You got Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker on one side of the ring versus John Cena and Carmelo Hayes. Good luck booking against that, motherfucker.
Listen, it's going to be interesting. And again,
batten down the hatches.
Oh, the schmarks everywhere are going to be sitting on the like the homeboy over at WrestleNomics is going to be harassed, Nick.
Someone please do a wellness check on JD from NY, Dave Meltzer, and fucking Brian Alvarez, please.
Listen, JD is going to be live in 20 minutes going, "This is bullshit. They're desperate. They're pathetic."
Someone show me a clip of him hopping into his high chair to fucking get up to record the video first, though, please.
Yeah. No, listen, man. Again, are they purposely doing this? The answer
yes. Yes. Yes, it's not deniable.
Anybody out there,
like, respect AEW, but this is 100% fucking beat you over the head with this shit.
Yeah, so any of the, the WWE shows that are like, "No, it's just a coincidence," or a big fan of Tuesdays in October.
It just so happened.
It just so happened. Yeah, no. So get out of here with that.
It's the Cat Williams defense on smoking vitamins of it's just a plant, and if I just so happen to light it on fire, there are some effects. It's just a show, and if I do happen to add some John Cena, some Paul Heyman, all that, there are some effects.
Right? It's beautiful, and it is TK's birthday. Fact check.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Fuck you.
Right? Yes, Trick lost. Trick did lose, folks. I know you weren't thrilled about it, but I think there's more meat on that bone still.
I think he still ends up on main roster with Bobby and the Profits.
Yeah, I
think we're right alongside with Carmelo.
Dude, I almost fell out of my chair. When he was like, "Roman Reigns."
I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!"
Like we were just
really
kidding.
Like, all right, so just fuck you, fuck your ratings.
We were like, "Paul, me and Nick were just kidding. We didn't think you were gonna do it." Like,
First off, fuck Discovery and the click you claim.
7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
I almost want to get higher just because of the petty bitchness of the show.
Nick, next Tuesday, Sasha Banks,
bro.
On the other show,
I saw Soraya saying out there, and I don't know exactly who she was talking about. I just saw the tweet. I didn't see fully what she was talking about. I didn't see the full scope there, but she's saying, because people were saying about how she's not defending the title, and she's like, "Well, the person I'm defending against is out of the country." Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Yeah. So that's what I'm like, oh, okay.
JD is live right now. Yeah, they're all like, I mean, they've done well with Judgment Day. And I know people are like, "Oh, we see them all the time." That's how we get used to that. Fuck. You tune into your favorite shows for the main characters, correct?
But yes. But does this not validate Tony Khan? This validates Edge going over there. Like, on one hand, as much as cool. So this is Ivan Drago showing up and saying, "If he dies, he dies." But at the same time,
I must break you.
Oh, right. I must break you. That's 100% Hunter showing up right now.
Right.
But at the same time, you got to have Tony because I'm the best around. Nothing's ever going to keep you down.
Well, again, go ahead. Finish. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say it validates that they have to stack load and front load this so much ahead of time. Yeah. That they know that that's competition.
Yeah, no, and again, they're acknowledging it, and that's fine, because if you ask them, they'd play it off, but they're also going to do the whole thing of, to me, it's the Like Tony's the kind of the little hyper nerdy kid who keeps bragging about himself, and this is the big bully just kind of grabbing him by the head.
Some of God coming down and just like, I'm gonna squish you out real quick,
right? So
but it's so funny that as we've got Paul Heyman, as you say, acknowledging that they, are a threat.
Yeah, there you go. That is insane. So Paul Heyman, Asuka, Cody Rhodes,
John Cena.
I almost forgot John Cena out of all the names.
Well, you can't see him, so it's easy to forget him.
Right? Are all going to be on NXT next week. Like, what are we doing, my guy? I love it. I love this shit. And I know the bleeding hearts out there are going to be in boo-hooing. And I can't believe they're doing this.
But this is sorry, but this literally harkens back to like almost the beginning of this channel and everything, even to where we were neck deep, no pun intended, with that whole when they were running shows head to head on the same night, and still 9 times out of 10 AEW would win out on the top rankings for the week and everything like that if you had the best show of the week and everything. Now it's one of those of I will crush you, I must break you.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and again, you're so like it is what it is. I mean, that's why they parked the show on Wednesdays when they did originally. And I think part of it is, you know what? I don't want to listen to the next 3 months of them going, we won Tuesdays. So I told you we were the better company. They don't want to hear that shit. They do not want to hear that shit this time.
This is 100%. I'm going to shut this shit down real quick. Yeah. Right now. We're tired of hearing how you're a competitor to us. So I'm going to shut this down real quick.
Well, it's like the Jordan thing, right? Like, don't piss off Jordan. He's going to go off on you.
Any sort of fucking game. Don't piss off Jordan. Don't piss off LeBron. Don't piss off fucking Gretzky, Crosby, Ovechkin. Your arms are just a little too short to box with God.
Yeah, no, I mean, 100% with you on that. Like, I think, but I love this. I want to see what Tony does in response.
Oh, it's amazing.
So you yank in a Sasha Banks and fucking Cody Rhodes in the ring, but everybody starts buzzing. You got to turn on Dynamite. Fucking Sasha's here. Like, I love this shit. Let's go.
Once again, and I will quote Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on this and everything. For anyone that dislikes this and thinks, has any sort of negative feelings on this, you are an asshole. You are an asshole. This is 100%. This is what made pro wrestling great. This is why we get our fucking hitch and our giddy up when it comes to shit like this, because this reminds us of WCW and WWE going at it. Of literally anything you can do, I can do better. We want them to fucking go tit for tat because it does nothing but better the fucking product.
Yeah, it spoils us. Dude, we're going to show up on a Monday. Watch Raw, which now I'm worried, is Raw going to have anything on it? And then Tuesday we show up and we're getting all types of shit we would never get on a Tuesday thanks to this nonsense. Next week we're going to do double duty, folks, because we are the channel that watches more wrestling than anyone else. And it literally, I'm going to set it up like a Street Fighter where it's like versus in the middle and AEW
you
on
can do the No Mercy background like they did, the N64.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Well, that's why initially when you were doing your intro to start off the show, I popped because I remember when we popped because they did it on the pay-per-view and everything. Sorry. That to me, despite the graphics, is still the peak of wrestling gaming. Yeah,
no, absolutely. No, it's amazing. And I thought that intro was fucking outstanding. The wars are back on again, CJ. The wars were always quietly there. It was a little more like not a war, more like just like.
But this is a shot across the fucking bow. This is a declaration of war.
This one's for you because of the name in the middle. Sugar Bushy. Pause.
Breaking news: Tony Khan is on the phone with. Yeah, you just.
I mean, he made it up.
yeah, you can have that.
Not gonna lie, this has been a very interesting 2 weeks of wrestling. I low key fallen back in love with it. I can tell, my guy, you're here now more than when you were here.
I was gonna say, reach out and touch somebody. Pause. I know that's normally not frowned upon, but be a friend, tell a friend.
He's more touchable.
Well, I don't know what you were trying to say there, but please don't touch me in public, please. I don't know what you're trying to get at.
It'd be funny if The Rock was on NXT next week. Dude, I almost shit my pants.
Dude, if he comes out and he announces Ava Ray, like, good God almighty.
So Wednesday, we'll get announcements for next Tuesday. So we still have Friday. And then we got Collision to be like, oh, you did that? Like, dude,
I was going to say, what the fuck is going to happen in the wrestling world on Wednesday, though, now? Because it's going to be the one quiet day now, finally. Right. Wednesday is going to be a void of wrestling content because everything's going to happen on Tuesday, and we're going to all wait till, like, Friday.
Right. Ava Johnson will be called up to the main roster.
Her name is Ava Rain, sir.
Right? I don't think she's ready.
No. No.
Unless she's like Nia Jax's little sister.
You can't polish a pebble that fast.
Literally.
Pause.
What happened to Lance and Noah? He's still kicking.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. I cut it in half. You know what I do with names?
Yeah,
no, he had a cardiac event, I believe.
No, that's that's Alpha Junior. So actually, while that you say that, if you want to read through some of these, I will drop his GoFundMe because
yes,
T's and P's 100% of he had a cardiac situation. I'm not a doctor and I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express, so I can't even pretend to play one. But yeah, he's going through the struggle is real. So 100% I'll drop that. But yeah, no, this popped me there. Please don't touch me in public. Yes. 6 feet, motherfucker. 6 feet.
Right. Now, this is an interesting comment. The big announcement is Cody Rhodes is going to enter the Dusty Rhodes Classic.
That's a tag team match, player. Holla, holla, holla.
He needs a friend. Let's go.
He has a cavalcade of them. Sammy, KO, Jay.
What if he takes a young kid? Like,
Nicholas can come back.
Right? Get Nicholas in here. But he buddies up with like a fucking Carmelo, like a baby face. One of the Tyler Bates.
If you do that, then it's not. I know Carmelo's whole gimmick is nothing but net. Is that not a fucking slam dunk of their winning in that, though? If you're going to do that, if you have Cody Rhodes in anything, it's the same thing. Like if Jade was in the breakout tournament, who's winning it.
You don't think Cody wants to win his daddy's tournament? He wants to finish his daddy's story.
I think he does, but at the same time, it's one of those of like, how fucking obvious though could you make it? Like if he's in there, he's winning it. So why the fuck do I care?
Right.
That's the problem.
That's a tough. You have to sell it hard. You got to find reasons. Like one of the tag teams take out his knee and he's limping. Like you really got to push the disbelief there. But it would be very interesting because then he's going to be on NXT TV for the next 4 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever.
But that's going to draw you some goddamn ratings. I can tell you what.
Drew Ferrari, have not heard that. Dragunov versus Gunther.
No. I mean, 100%. I'm fine with it. Like I said, that's still the triple threat between the two. Them and Bad Bones is still one of my matches I'll just throw on just to watch a match. Right. But yes, I did drop off of Junior's GoFundMe because he's the one with heart issues. So I did drop it. So show some support, show some love, all of that. In all honesty, and in y'all honest opinion, what's the one thing TK can do to come back with heat against WWE?
He's in trouble. Like you don't got much. And I don't think we're going to end up with WrestleMania on a Tuesday between these two companies because where does it stop?
Very, very valid on that. My opinion on it is you take it on the chin of, you're going to eat your fucking lumps. So you take it on the chin and you focus on what you're doing. This is if I was in that position and I feel like I could fucking do some shit. I don't know. Go ahead. You're already all in disagreement. So go ahead.
No, my only thing is I don't think he knows that or feels that way. So he's going to go down swinging. Which kudos to him.
Well, he asked our opinion, not
I know. What can TK do to come back? You said take it on the chin.
I don't know. I've done enough rails to fucking be in TK's head.
He's got limited bullets. I mean, again, does he bring a Sasha Banks to a random Tuesday just because?
Yes.
Maybe. But again, it would be very interesting. But then again, why is there a brag here? Like AEW goes to Tuesdays, and let's say they do better ratings. Should they not, by nature, do better ratings? Like if SmackDown was on Wednesday, we would expect SmackDown to do better
That's
than
your
Dynamite,
main show.
right? Like, is that not fair?
That's the double side to this coin. As much
Right.
as this move in a forward trajectory validates AEW, if they do what they are supposed to do and win out in the demographic, win out in the ratings and everything, well, that's your Monday Night Raw. That's your top
Yeah.
show. You did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, like, you know, SmackDown's being preempted this week. We're going to move to Saturday, and everyone's like, I wonder who's going to win the ratings on this one. Like, come on now.
I think it shows the stability and the foundation of AEW that this is still big enough of a question that this really validates NXT of it's, you know, the Fighting Frizzies at 11 of this is 100% of tit for tat here.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you look at how this all plays out, and again, as much as it validates AEW because you see what the WWE is doing, there is a level of validation for NXT. Like it's like, oh my God, Ring of Honor's having a big show. What are we gonna do? Like it kind of validates NXT a little. Like
it's that big of a threat, and that they can stack this up. Of that's just showing we can fuck with you at any moment we want to.
Mm-hmm. Ava Rain is years away from sniffing the main roster. Maybe not years away. And plus, again, you know, who I don't know. I haven't seen much
At
from
least
her.
Two. At least two.
Right.
I'll say two.
A hot minute for sure. Wow, the chat is still blowing up over this shit. Plus, there's Pillman. Oh my God.
Well, we still got a little bit of a tease, but still that goes back to my whole point of like, if you were looking at a roster, if you're GM, if you're playing GM mode right now, and someone offers you Jade Cargill and Brian Pillman for Edge, do you make that trade? I think we both agreed on that.
With Jade, yeah. Like I would take again because if you're looking to the future, and oh, you really you're saying that Jade's better than? No, I'm saying at this point in history for my company, it's better to bring in somebody that I can get value out of, opposed to somebody that I just got value out of until he was 49 years old.
Right. And it is a win for AEW because you bring on a veteran talent like that 100% and someone that wants to be invested. But it is still a win for WWE because cool. So I switched somebody out that's been here for 25, 30 years for somebody that's been here for no years and already has a name, already has a following, already has a fucking status behind them.
And this convinces me, and I've said it, I thought it was a great idea, but right now sitting here, I am 100% convinced we are going to see CM Punk in the WWE. It's not a maybe to me anymore. I think it's going to happen. The only person that can fuck this up is Phil Brooks, and I think he wants to prove a point.
He does a good job of fucking things up. So
yeah, imagine like, no,
Phil. Let's call a spade.
But this type of tactic, I believe there's more coming. Like, I think you would sign CM Punk for all the reasons we think they should.
Is it interesting to think that we're pretty much in a wrestling war, and it's one of those, like with any war, you don't realize you're in it until you're fucking in it.
It just starts bubbling, right?
One of those, if you don't realize it until like, oh shit, that is a fucking bomb flying over fucking head. Right. Oh shit, they are fucking going at us.
Right. Who can beat Dirty Dom? With Judgment Day around, it's going to be hard.
With a belt.
Mommy with a belt. That was a much better answer than my fucking literal shit. It really was.
Sorry.
AOP's on the way. I just don't know where and when and how. I still think they're coming. I know you don't like them.
Dumpster, Poughkeepsie, New York, or New York, New Jersey. Coming to a landfill near you.
Right?
That's
drop them off.
Right.
Drop them off at AEW on the way here.
Drop them off before she goes up and picks up the best friends.
Right. Okay, listen. I will trade Authors of Pain for Gates of Agony, please.
I will reject that trade.
I
think the Gates of Agony are significantly have better potential than Authors of Pain.
I'm just tired of them losing on the other show. I want them over here.
But that's the thing, is that's what makes this, like I said, I think at this point, I don't want to try and act like I'm a war correspondent like Michael Cole or anything, but I think we are in the the bombs are flying on both sides here, and we've seen it on when we're going back to Tuesday nights here. Now we've got Edge on one side, Jade on the other. I feel like I just want to start going, devils gathered in their masses.
If CM Punk comes back, I kind of would like him to be on NXT only, more free. And imagine they say, you know what, we'll bring you back, but just go hang around with the kids. And I think he would do it. I'll just go put all these kids over. I don't give a fuck.
That's the
You
thing.
won't waste it.
It's so interesting, but granted, he's 100%. He is the Charlie Day. He is the wild card in this whole situation. Literally, which it depends on whichever way the fucking sun rises and the wind blows across CM Punk's ass of how he acts.
You know what really intrigued me was watching the response to what happened with Edge. Like Edge moves, and Edge was pretty much beloved. Like not many people out there that I've bumped into, Nick, or that I'm sure you that looked at you and said, "I fucking hate Edge." Like you might not have been as like he's not my favorite, but not many people hated Edge.
Even more with you with being in Toronto and in Canada and everything.
That doesn't matter, but yeah, okay.
A little bit, but I get your point.
But yeah, so if you have right, not many people, but Edge changed teams, and the hate that came out for him. CM Punk's already hated by a vast majority, like a big chunk. This is gonna be big.
That is on part of why I hate wrestling fans as much as I love them. And B, I think that's why though this with him going there is going to work way more than it was with Phil Brooks going there, because he's going to rub people the wrong way. He's confrontational. Adam Copeland does not seem super confrontational or anything.
Yeah. Adam Copeland walks up to you and says, "Hey, do you want to hear an idea?" And Punk walks up to you and goes, "You want to know how to do that better?"
You fucking idiot. Why did you do it that way?
Well, maybe not that. Yeah.
No, he does it that way.
Yeah, maybe. I think NXT blew the doors off Dynamite next week. Well, we got a week to go to figure out what else is going to happen. I tune in next Tuesday with me and Nick.
Tune in tomorrow night when we're here. We hear the first words from Edge, Adam Copeland in an AEW ring. And we maybe potentially get more of an answer on the devil situation with MJF, with Jay White, all of that.
Yeah.
And 100%, they are going to have a response to this. Just so happens we're going to have Kenny Omega versus Edge on a fucking Wednesday, on a Tuesday night, just because. Screw the Luchasaurus match. We can do that some other time.
Yeah, we're gonna get October Mania for fucking between these two companies next Tuesday. It'd be the craziest Tuesday in wrestling history.
We're gonna get Hallowmania.
Right?
No more Halloween.
Hallowmania. Punk versus Seth would be money. Listen, I think it would just be hilarious to say it's Punk and Cody in the main event of WrestleMania. Blow my mind.
That could happen. Imagine night 1, WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes versus Chicago-made Phil Brooks. And then night 2 is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson versus Roman Reigns. Shut up and take my money. You have one fucking big con energy 100%, big TKO energy 100%, all throughout that arena.
Right. Folks, we're going to give a last call on alcohol and the chat here tonight.
Closing time.
We're shutting her down and rolling along.
Put the dino on Rampage. Shoot her! It'd be like Jurassic Park.
What? Huh?
Put the dino on Rampage.
Okay, yeah.
You clicked on it and I read it.
I was just, it was a courtesy. I'm leaving.
I
didn't read. KJ Nick, how long do you think they slow burn this mass group? I don't know. I'm surprised that we didn't get it because they're not known for slow burning.
Well, especially after we've got John Cena and Paul Heyman and Cody Rhodes on Tuesday, we might get it for tomorrow night for all we know. We're probably gonna for sure get it on Tuesday.
There you go. Goldberg versus Sasha Banks. I'm taking Kenny out of the equation.
Who even took what he said, which was outlandish? and made it more outlandish.
Goldberg versus Ryback next Tuesday.
I'd be here for it.
Dude, at this point, I'm here for just about anything.
And that'd be a who can hurt who first match.
Oh, dude, we're getting drinks, and we got to drink every time someone gets potatoed. And in
that sounds great until the match lasts all of 30 seconds.
I was going to say, in the 4-minute match we end up hammered.
Oh, I don't even think we get 4 minutes. I think it's going to be like, I hit him, he went like this, I went like that, done, match over.
Right. Folks, we will find out more about the match tomorrow. We will get Adam Copeland tomorrow. We will get Dynamite tomorrow. Then we got Impact
tomorrow. Clearly.
Oh, you went that way. But we will be back. This was a fun one. Impact Thursday. Go check out Luna Mania. Friday, we got the doubleheader, and we don't stop. Click all the links below. Be a part of the family. Join the Four Lifeies. Get a t-shirt. Be a part of the crew. Nick, holy shit, what happened?
Be a friend. Tell a friend 100%. But yeah, we're in war now. Like I said, we're in war. But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you look at you with a sour face over there.
I know.
I'm just gonna poke. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talking about the wrestling, but about that full life with it. What?
Totally. Bye, folks. See you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow. Click the like and bye.